All right, hopefully everything is set up. Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back for more Chaos Zero Nightmare. Cosmic here, and we got our coffee. We got a lot to dive into today, and pretty excited for kind of a new challenge I'm going to give myself. Let me turn that down maybe a little bit more here, but you know, I haven't really done much with the tower yet, so I want to spend some time on this stream doing two things. One, fixing the Cassius deck that we had showcased in our last video, because there's actually been a pretty big breakthrough for it, and then work on our triple controller team that I want to take into the tower, just have a little bit of fun with. So the first part of this is really just gonna be a lot of like theory crafting, going back over the other builds that we talked about, and then trying to figure out what we're gonna do for this Narja build, because I had an idea started, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough damage or not, but we will see. I have a deck that I got like on lunch thanks to Chaos Delegation that might just be the starting point for us to use, but we will see how things go. But Takata and Gabriel, welcome on in, welcome on in. Hope you both are doing well. The last boss of disasters. Oh, I have not, oh, that's right. I have not done the Nebula distortions yet, actually. Okay, we still have a little bit of stamina I have to burn at some point. Who was the third boss even? Oh, Soul Collector. Oh, I guess that makes sense. So Soul Collector, he has an ability that you have to kill his ads first. What other modifiers does he have? He does have elasticity. And cost increase are his debuffs. Oh, and I guess no tenacity, but sure. But yeah, his big thing is always kill the guy. So I just realized what I need to do then is I actually need to swap my source. Yep, good enough. Because I guess we got to do two different. When you have two different windows up, because this is the other build that I'm going to work on. But where is Chrome? I thought I had one open. Or you know what? I'll just do this. Sure. So I want to go back to this build because it was still saved. So I guess that works out. I really wish there was one less. Okay, so we don't need the draw anymore. We don't need this either. And then I need to fix this to include our last explosion. Why is it showing me all and not just... Like, wow, can I please type today? So the reason why we're swapping over the Divine here is because this has a base of 2 morale, so... Instead of previously, we were trying to do 1 morale on the Pop-Eyed Popper and 1 on the Divine, and like letting these be our 2. I wish you could like move around cards in this. Oh God. How do I undo that? How do I undo that in this? That's annoying. What do we even just remove? Pop-Eyed? Oh dear. Oh, please don't tell me I have to, like, remake this entire thing from scratch now. I totally forgot you can select partner, too, right? So, sure. We'll throw a Nyx in there to be relevant. Gosh darn it. All right, well, I can just... I will just do this really quick, I guess. I don't know how that happened, but... What I was trying to say is that normally you would divine the Pop-Eyed Popper and the Dice Trick, right? And that would give you your 2 morale. But if you take the explosion instead, you can get 1 additional morale at the cost of 1 resolve. And at least for me, that's worth it, right? Like, if we don't really have a way to gain shield, losing one resolve to gain a morale is exactly what we want to do in, you know, every situation. So that's still kind of the go-to for us. Where is the slow? Shockwave. There it is. Action count 2. Lux. And then we gotta fix this to be the neutral. And copy. Oh, it's gonna break the... Or wait, what am I missing now? 160? Hold on. I'm forgetting the divine off of explosion, right? Yeah. There we go. There's our extra morale. Yes, it took me a bit to fix up my Cassius save, which is really unfortunate because my Cassius save is like pretty close to where I wanted, but it was like one of the first ones that we did for the like one of the first ones that we built out. And like now that we know that Gospel doesn't work, I mean, he still deals damage, I guess, especially the 111. So I guess that's fine, but we did get the action, like toolbox is really important. And then RFS does give him this ability. So, you know, we could definitely we could clean this up a little bit, probably still, but it was pretty expensive to get this far with the amount of resources that I've burned. And of course we have all the stacks of morale for the Persona cards. So like, this is good enough. Same thing with Mika. We missed out, right, on a neutral. Missed out on and like maybe hers is one that we redo. Because what we would have to get I guess it's just any source of water and then figure out what neutral we want, right? But we have 20 points open, which means this is another case where the correct answer is most likely removing this divine and then getting another explosion of emotions for the extra morale. Because controllers really just don't have otherwise a really good neutral to leverage this season. Also, why is that like... Am I zoomed out? Oh, hold on, I guess. Let me... Sure, there we go. Like, once you get to the point where you don't need the... you don't need draw, right? The Dream World is only if you have like a discard-based team. Inner Awakening can be cool if you have the... more of the quietest cards, but then like you don't want to always build that in Mika because then it's like a very particular build that you're looking for. And outside of that, like our only other really good options are going to be something like attack, which can be a tutor. Actually, I forget what the neutral is. I think it was like morale and then the AP, right? Yeah, so like morale and AP is what you can do for this one because then at least you're getting an extra stack. The attack can then go find your dice tricks, right? It can go find other pieces in your deck that you want. Unless it's one of the last cards you draw, you should be able to get something out of it. And then for the, you know, to go full meme, I guess, but we can always go back to Glorious Resistance as being one of the options. Because then as long as you have Mika, you're always healing, right? You're always going to have Source of Water. You're going to have the extra healing now off of Cassius for his 111. So if you want to just like guarantee an extra, you know, AP no matter what, in theory, you could always just use Glorious Resistance. But, you know, the trade-off is if you use the other one, right, you can hopefully still get the AP and not have to take the damage, right? You know, taking damage is bad, it turns out. But this is previously what we kind of had to, to use. So the only other like noteworthy stuff that I've seen with Persona cards, and I don't have I'm using the wrong, using the wrong Chrome tab. So the other important thing to note is that Persona cards themselves activate from top to bottom. And so one of the ones which is, oh wait, I can't show the bullet one because I don't have a Hunter. It's only Hunter exclusive. Right. Let me just grab any Persona card, I guess, then. Which one of these would be relevant, maybe? Okay, none of these are going to be relevant. So, an important thing to know about Persona cards is... Oh, I actually don't remember if it's an attack or if it's a skill one. Let me find the engravings really quickly. No, so it's on. It has to be a skill persona. Okay, so the bullet one's a skill persona. Good to know. There it is. There's the persona that we want. And then like just anything else that you want, I guess. Or I guess it'd be like this. I have to remember the exact sequencing, but there's a trick that you can do with the Bullet Divine where as long as you have the move all persona cards to hand and you have like the activate discard, you can loop that persona card infinite times on your first turn until it exhausts itself. So the whole idea is that you have to pay the one initial cost to like use it or to like discard it off Nia, right, to activate it, and then it'll see itself go to the graveyard, and then you can it brings it right back because of the 5 engravings ability. So the one that is for hunters, where it increases your bullet damage by 300%. You know, if you go back to one of our earlier videos or to our engraving video, I straight up just called it bad because I'm like, why would you want to waste multiple turns setting that up for like such a small damage increase? But if you can now set this up on your first turn consistently, and again, thanks to Nia as being our main discard outlet, you can just then loop the entire thing. And then of course, if you have like 2 bullet characters plus Nia, let's say whatever, you're running Luke, Lucas, Nia, right? That's your team, right? You could have both of the bullet cards on Luke and Lucas, have Nia have the double Adagio or the double discard Adagio, and you could then loop yourself into, I think it's like plus 200 bullets. How much damage is it? Now I forget how much that one is off the top of my head. Anyways, I'm sure everybody knows which one I am talking about because I can just flag all the other. Where are you? So people know what actual card I'm talking about. Yeah, this one. So let me build this out properly. So it'd be when discarded and moved to hand. So 4 times. So it's 100 and what is that? 120 then? Or no, because it gets +1, so 160. So 2 of them would be 320. That's where I was getting the 300 from. 2 of them, stack this up. You can loop this all out in the first turn, which is really cool tech. That again, it was random find from Japanese Twitter. So like really cool that they like figured this out. Again, I am not a bullet main. I have not had time to even think about bullet characters. Obviously you could use this on Diana as well. This would be like a really good persona card to use for her. She already has a lot of cards that are getting discarded anyways, so definitely keep that in mind. But I will have to actually, did I save the tweet? Hold on. I forget because I was at work today when I saw it, and I think I forgot to bookmark it now that I mention it. Because you do have to stack them in a order, which is really annoying. Bookmarks. Why the hell is that in my bookmarks? That is not supposed to be there. So, you know, sometimes you just like fat finger stuff. Okay, okay, wait, maybe it's in my likes. Hold on. Nope, I was at work and I'm a big dumb idiot and I cannot find it now. Yep, so my bad. I'm dumb. Anyways. It's one of these orders. I'm assuming that the discard would have to be first and then the move will trigger. Right. Anywho, you discard it, you get the effect, and you loop it. That's the whole thing. Anyways, that's the whole story. And again, because the personas will just move themselves back to their hand, you'll be able to get the full damage amount. So this is going to be one of those things where it's like, you already have a Eternal Hunger Nia, most likely. So you probably have some type of save file that can utilize this. And then you just make this your new best in slot for any hunter. Well, I shouldn't say any hunter characters because Serenial, right? Any character that cares about bullets, because it's also automatic deck thinning for super easy value, which is nice. But I think that's the only one for bullets, right? Oh, that's a permanent buff. The other one is per the turn. To all bullet cards in hand until used, so that's kind of awkward. I guess that's another one where you could technically loop it, but then you'd have to have a way more discard cycles to make that work. Yeah, so there you go. That would be the way to do it. So you move this up to a, what did I just say? It's an exhaust 4. An exhaust 4 means you always get one more, right? Because it's exhaust 4, 3, 2, or no, it is just 4. So it's 120. So yeah, the trade-off is you don't have to discard anything. You're still getting the 120% damage increase additive. You're not getting the 60% damage amp, I guess, is like the trade-off. But thinning your deck out is also really nice. But yeah, so that, to go back to the part about the Persona attack, that's like the only other like noticeable one that I've come across. Okay, so Cassius is done. Selena, what did we want to change? Because now we don't need the AP, which means this can be draw as well. This one does need to be the reduced cost from what... Oh, hold on. Let me find the right one. And that leaves us with 40 points for her still. Like, no matter what, you are still going to be doing the triple split because that gets you the most damage. Mark Persona just gives her extra value because she is, like, the Mark Queen. But her options are kind of terrible after that, unfortunately. I guess if shields ever become relevant, maybe tactical action one day will be something. I mean, sure, man. If you don't care about, you know, taking damage, right? You could always just load up this bad boy. You're going to give the enemy 2 morale, but I'm assuming that there's going to be a... Because it's an exhaust, right? So there should still be a morale one. Or not. I guess because it has morale on it already, you can't double up on it. Oh, that's kind of bummer. Dang, I was really expecting that to be a double up. Bullet cards in hand might work for Lucas. I'm sure there's something that you could loop together with it. Is 2 morale really the best we're getting, though? Like, now that we know we don't need draw and we don't need the extra... I guess quick shelling is just, like, your... Like, I keep going back to this just because it helps give you the extra AP in case you want to put this with a different team in the future. Like, this is just such a good comfort pick. It cycles itself and it gives you an AP. Like, what more could you possibly ask for, right? More Mark is always funny, though. And, like, you don't want a card that's gonna... You know, one vulnerable is not really doing anything for what we want currently. What can Determination get, I guess? Oh, boo. Resolve? No. Who wants that, man? Resolve, Fix Shield, and Agony. Man, what on earth? Yeah, Faceless Woman is another good one, but I'm trying not to, like, completely lock her down into this team. Precision Aims is always funny, but we have nothing to loop with it, unfortunately. Yeah, I gave up. I am just going to go back to tried and true quick shelling. Whoops, that's not the right one. Draw a card, gain a mark, gain an AP. So it'll cycle off the mark, which is nice, but again, getting the AP just helps us. And I guess if we're going to be... This makes her AP neutral, so actually we could just do this instead, right? And then she's always going to be a full cycle for herself, and then this will always pay for this. Or no, I'm sorry, we'll be one short because of the Persona of Luster, I guess. I guess that is the one trade-off. And And this did not change, right? Except now that we know... Wait, why is this... Oh, this has my other build in progress. Hold on. Let me just do this. Reduce cost. Copy, copy, copy. And then remove a divine. Oops. Nope, that's... Hold on, that's the wrong one. And there you go. That is the 180 that way. Sylvia, and then kind of whoever you have for the last one, right? Nyx, just giving extra discard fodder, and then Rosaria makes the most sense, I guess. Now again, if you don't want to live the Persona dream for the most amount of damage, you can just drop this, make this a divine, and it's probably a lot more straightforward. And I know people keep asking about this, but Thread of Light really is just going to be for the fact that it gives us the, when you discard a card with her build, you get the extra crit rate. So you still need a Passion attack card for that unit to discard to make sure you're getting 15% crit rate. So, I mean, you know, this could be a variety of things, right? Because the damage isn't really coming from Heidi Marie. So keep that in mind, right? When we talk about this damage breakdown, Heidi Marie is doing like 5,000 of the damage per sword, and Selena is doing 20,000, right? The damage difference between these two, it's 3 to 4 times higher for Selena instead. So when we talk about things like, you know, try to increase his damage, or if we're trying to do like, oh, you can do this one because maybe you're in an AoE setting and you just want a little bit more damage to go to like everybody on the field, sure, you could do like this Thread of Light and get a little bit more AoE damage in that setting. You don't really care, man. Like, it's... This one is, you know, I guess other than the exhaust, because again, we have to have it. Any one of these attack cards are ultimately going to work. It's like, this is the least important card in this entire deck, other than the fact it is a attack card that we can discard. So there is the extra thing to figure out. Oh no, my Selena is beyond screwed, unfortunately. I can't get extra damage. My memory fragment luck is just awful. So I suck. I don't know what I don't know what else to say, bro. And people are in my comments on YouTube and whatnot, like, haha, your stats suck, man. And it's just like, bro, I'm sorry, it's the first time I'm using this character, and they're like, yeah, man, I got 47% extra damage. I'm like, first off, how? Second off, cool, I'm happy for you, right? Like, I don't need the best version of every team build, deck build, whatever. I just want something that functions, that I can then give to you guys or do a video on and be like, hey, this idea works. Go perfect it, go change whatever you want, but at least start here, right? That's where my focus is whenever I build like a random deck. At least it's memory I did not get a single usable memory fragment. I'll just tell you right now. I literally scrapped everything. Ryder, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Let me go back to... All right, cool. So that is... Okay, so everything's correct now. 180, we got the partners, we got the... Cool. So how do I export? Like, how do I... Can I not have like a... I want like a nice and pretty... Oh, that's not pretty. Can I like export this to not be smushed? How do I... Ugh. Oh, that's a little better, I guess. Is there a different export option? Like, why is it scrunched? Why? No, that's not clickable. Is this clickable? Or no, that's the deck view versus bugger. Oh, you know what we didn't check for? We didn't check for AP math. Hold on. Right, so one, let's just start with Cassia so I don't forget anything, right? Because this is all, yep, all zeros. So we have one here because those are upgrades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dang. Or no, we just make the drone bombing the one less, right? And we have enough draw because of Sword Rain and how 111 works now. Yeah, so hold on. My AP math was wrong. No, Shuffle is going to exhaust itself. So I'm counting, like, what does our finished deck look like? So one of these has to be, unfortunately, like this. So Persona, so 1, 2, 3, because we discard these, and then 4 because we have the mark, and then we have the quick shelling. There might be other ways to, what else could give us like retrieve? That would be cool, right? The 4 discarded cards is kind of actually rough with Explosion of Emotion, unless you have like a second cycle of something, but man. So this is now AP correct and draw correct. And morale correct because we swapped over to Explosion. And then we get the most damage because we still get to use Persona then for the double damage on her. And again, this is all assuming that they fix the bug with this Persona that is currently boosting all of Selena's damage and not just attack cards, right? So currently the discard Persona is I assume bugged out, right? It literally says attack cards, and Selena is not doing damage via attack cards, right? She is not the one. It's just all extra damage. So this should be the mathematically correct version of this deck now. Unless there's some other crazy interaction that I am just not aware of with a neutral, but God, how do I make this bigger? Can I like download this or something? Nope. And like I can't just screenshot this because this is, and like this is a wide view, which is just not as pretty, I guess. I mean, I guess if I just make it big enough, right, people won't mind. No, because then it's gonna be too wide of a screenshot. Can I stack it like vertically? Nope. If you can't tell, I'm like real OCD about this shit. You know what? Fine. Hold on. I hate this shit. Yo, Neo, how you doing, brother? Crazy ass sentence, crazy. All right, hold on. I got one of my Unlimited Blade Works shenanigans to, Oh, we gotta go back and actually finish Unlimited Blade Works too, right? This is like totally on the list of things to do. Oh. Oh my God. All right. Sorry, y'all get to see the fun work in the background that goes into all those pretty images and whatnot, because this will at least look a lot better. Oh, you know what? This, I want to grab this for the image, though, because this is pretty relevant. Hey, I was talking to Bree about it. I don't know if I said this in the Discord or not yet, but I just bought a, what is the word for it? I just bought a dock for the Steam Deck so that Bree can play it on the other TV and not start over on her account. So not this weekend, but if you're around Memorial Weekend, because we're not going anywhere, we're gonna be playing Relink because I still have to do the Sandalphon update. And I think that's the last thing I have. I have to max out Sandalphon before the expansion. So if you're down to play, no, we have not bought a microwave yet, actually. So, funny enough, Bree was actually just telling me that apparently Panasonic has a monopoly on a patent on certain microwaves and their heating technology. And so that's why Panasonic microwaves are like the best in class, most elite, most amazing things ever. But that's apparently also why they have like a $400 price tag. And I am not going to buy a goddamn $400 microwave, guys. I'm not doing it. But that was a real fun thing to learn about. So there's your random fun fact for the day. Oh, it's gonna give me funky screenshots, isn't it? And then after this, we are going to build the triple controller deck that I'm working towards. And then we actually might do a little bit of chaos runs tonight just to try and try to build some decks. Although I'm gonna try it first with the Narja deck I have, and hopefully I don't have to change anything, and everything will be like honky dory great. But that might not happen. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Oh yeah, the reason why we're using Dice Trick Empowered is because it has a chance to give us the extra draw that way too, because there's a 75% chance to get us even one more card draw. Or again, in a perfect world, it gives us straight so that we can actually, you know, get the morale boost as well, which will be super nice. Actually, let me just like tuck this behind this. That'll probably make more sense to people. Boy, howdy, where is center on this? Because I am losing my mind. There we go. Oh, wait, we have one more card to add. My bad. So that should be. Yeah, there's, I want to go back and work on the Narja attack build that always puts the cards back in hand. Because the main thought there is like, one, you're thinning your deck every turn too, which is great, right? You're always able to... Oh gosh, darn, I have those stupid little images in it. You're always gonna have your attack cards kind of when you want them, but also it's 4 cards not in your deck. So it should hopefully lend itself to being like a very consistent damage dealing. Now, unfortunately, or I guess, fortunately for tower, defense-based cards are boosted, but unfortunate for like literally every other situation. The damage scaling, or the damage base, I guess I should say, on that Shackles of Hunger is like abysmal. So that is something that we are definitely gonna have to figure out. Oh wait, the last one is a normal. I love how these are not all exactly the same size either. You know, let me just even swap this to, let me just swap this to this one for the sake of hopefully people not getting lost in the weeds of, oh, it has to be that one thread of light, right? It just, any attack thread of light works. We just want this for the crit rate, ideally. Crit rate. Nope, still is not fitting. Because heaven help me if I don't add this disclaimer, I know someone's gonna just come right for me on the Twitter comments, man. It's going to happen. Is it true that the engraving for plus 30% damage amount to extra attack after creating 5 cards once per turn stacks, and you can get 300% at turn? No, because it says till end of turn, right? We have that engraving on. Or no, it's the 1 time per turn that I'm thinking about. Great question. I don't remember seeing this buff in game when I did the video or when I was doing the bug testing. I would have to. So here, I've ranted about this enough. I swear to God, I'm not trying to bring it up on every single stream. But for those that know, or now I guess for those that don't know, engravings are hella busted this season. Like, or hella bugged, I should say. It has just been a very annoying process of like going back and forth of trying to figure out what's working and what's not working, because a lot of stuff has been either mistranslated. So for example, gospel only works on that character. The ally portion is wrong. Explosion of emotion says per turn. It only is per battle right now. So like going through the process, like I've even forgotten other stuff that I've tested at this point because there's been just so much nonsense that I've had to go through. It has certainly been a test of patience to go through this. Oops. What are we on? Oh, we're on the Persona card. Or wait, are we missing? No, right? One, two. Oh, right, because the copy is taking up the points. I'm like, we're missing a neutral divine point here, but no, it's because of the one-off sword rain. And again, as someone who's you know, come from TCGs and has actually covered some digital trading card games as well, like I am very well aware of the amount of bugs that like I just knew that we were going to encounter. So like it is what it is, but as someone who is now trying to like make these very intricate decks like this one, it has been hell. Because the smallest, like I'm really not trying to like be hyperbolic when I say this, but explosions of emotions not working as intended is literally a build defining card, and without it you cannot build certain things in the game. Like, yeah, it's a smaller amount of like the bigger pool of possibilities that this game offers, but at the same time, like that one extra AP every single turn matters a lot. And again, the counter argument is you could just go use Glorious Evolution or whatever the other card is called that does functionally the same thing. But who wants to take, you know, 1,000 damage every turn for cheating an AP? It's not exactly the funnest situation to be in. I have died to that Glorious Evolution card more times than I care to count, man. Yeah, exactly. Bugs I think we all can like understand, but the translation stuff still hitting, or like even the text formatting stuff has just been a nightmare. Oh, I guess where's my oh, we had, oh, right, this was for the video. That is the old, these are my old images that I was saving, which we don't need anymore. Where is my damn, there it is. Boop. Oh, that is shifted. Oh, we still have to go back and make the bullet build for her. I still want to try like an all-in oops cycle everything deck with her, Diana, and Potentially Nia, but like Cassius should work. Yeah, unfortunately, Explosions of Emotions is bugged, or again, I submitted the bug report a while ago now. I don't know if it's been fixed or not since, to be fair, so I apologize that I have not tested it because, again, I only want to report bugs, and I don't want to see those cards again until I actually, I know that they're fixed, because again, if I need to test stuff with them, so it's like, if I try to make a build that's all focused around that, and then I don't get that one extra AP, right? We're in a really bad shape. And this deck is a very good example of it, where you had just saw that we were literally 1 AP away from having this deck be between either, missing out on damage per turn, a pretty significant amount of damage per turn, no less, or being like, all right, balls to the wall, everything's online, everyone's happy, we're doing infinite damage, right? So, unfortunately, there's nothing strong enough in the game for now this final version of this deck, but at least we have a finalized version. Now, again, there's comments to be made about how equipment engravings are not working, and that might have other, hidden things or hidden tech or whatever, but I'm kind of at a point where as long as the main decks work, because gear engraving is way more RNG, I'm pretty happy with it, because otherwise this is going to be a pain and take people a little bit of time to build out. You know what? We're going to do the Persona card last in all these just because it looks pretty. I got to keep my formatting consistent with what I did with Explosions up there. Cool. All right, there you go. There's this one finalized, mathed out, yada yada. Where is the Discord? Let's post that. I guess I could put that not in the... Okay, there we go. Whoop. Oh, wait, where's the bottom of the screen? Oh, there we go. Okay, there you go. For anyone that wants to copy it, there you go. That is our finalized version of it. Again, Explosion of Emotions maybe gets fixed at some point, and we go back, a couple weeks from now, and we try to figure out, like, oh, we can get in a couple extra discards, which gives us 1 more AP, which means we can change one of these to, like, a draw. I don't know. There's probably, like, one other final tweak that you could do if you really wanted to, but this now should be the most amount of morale that you can get, as well as, like, the most refined overall damage. And then I am going to tweet this out as the final. Or I guess we could put, we took out compression for consistency's sake, but I mean, it is gonna deal damage. Like, the swords do ramp up. No, I guess we're gonna still cut compression. Like, you're doing enough damage at this point where it's like, if you get to a point where you need the extra discard and you're trying to use Explosion of Emotions, then I think it's fine to put back in, like, compression and one other random discard card, right, to trigger the extra AP. But again, I don't know what else we're gonna really care about with the extra AP. Okay, let me just double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this gives us our 4th AP. Yeah, all this is mathed out. That should be correct. Oh my god, if I could type, bro. Thanks to the deck, yeah, the fact that 111 is just going to be extra healing draw and everything is great. For plus 15%. What else did I forget? We have the mark. We have... I think there was something, like one other piece I was going to mention before posting this. Oh, you know what? I should have included... we should include the engravings, right? That would make sense too. Like, what are the best engravings to get? Oh, what other engravings? God, bro, I've farmed so many. All right, who knows other good engravings off of the top of their heads? I'm not gonna go search through corrupted data. Just in general, ones that work with the team. Or where am I doing? I'm looking for... So attack cards again, though. This is another one of those things where, like, honestly, I don't know if these are also worded incorrectly with Selena or not, which is frustrating. Because we're always gonna have the cards in graveyard, right? Like, that's a given. Oh, sure. I guess one morale is still one morale, right? Gear engravings. If I could spell, man. Two perma morale per 40 graveyard. Damage on action up. Oh yeah, is the action up one for... Okay, I know which one you're talking about. I don't remember the wording on that one. That would have been on... God, should have been on one of hers, actually. Nope. Nope. Wait, what is this one? Or no, that's the... We already had the extra attack one. I keep forgetting it's the Umbra one we're trying to look for. Yeah, again, attack card. It bums me out, the wording on this, because I don't know if this is actually going to work with her or not. Ah, yeah, there it is. The 40 or more 2 morale. Those are all carry builds. Who else did we carry through recently? Or no, I already checked you. Oh yeah, this one is also ally attack cards for warding. Gosh darn it, man. When a lead card is discarded is super weird. It's a lot of corrupted ones, I tell you. All right, whatever, good enough. I think those two are like the... Yeah, I think those are like the staple ones otherwise. But now this wants to be centered with this, so it looks pretty. And then we want to like move this a little bit down overall together. So it has like space around it. There we go. Whoop. All right, whatever. It's cut off a little bit, but I am over it. I wanna noodle on this build a bit instead. Well, the pity system is kind of like Sortie, right? But I agree otherwise. There does still feel like some other awkward turns. This gear is better than our E2. Then what? What gear? Oh. All right. Holy shit, that post is blowing up. Well, hopefully people appreciate the new... extra damage on Selena. If you want star, there are other decks for her. Okay, that one is done. Yeah, I gotta be honest, again, other than tonight, I have not done a manual chaos. I don't think I have since before this season, because I also bought the $5 pass to get 2 runs a day. So I guess to give more context around the, for those not on Twitter or in the Discord, we were working towards, nope, not that one. Where did it go? I just got it today. Wait, what's this one then? No, wait, what's this one? Oh, this was the failed run. This is the correct one. Yeah, so unfortunately our gear kind of sucked. Let me get rid of this. So hold on, this is the save. Main DPS. This one, yeah, because I am... Like, to change the Epiphany on these cards is very much not worth it, man. It is way too damn expensive. There we go. So yeah, this is the one I was working on with, whoop. What the hell just happened? This is what I was working on for her, right? So the entire like thought process behind this is that we really want to have a consistent damage dealer, and Narja is also boosted in the in the tower. And you know, we have the new Lux card that is going to give us plus 150, again assuming we have all the Lux engravings put together per character that's using it. So if we take into consideration just the new Persona card, and we are running a triple controller build, each one of them can then use that card, which is ultimately going to add up to a plus 450% damage increase, taking this card up to effectively a 500 times 2. So yes, for those that maybe enjoy like basic attack Chizuru, this is by all accounts probably just a worse base attack Chizuru build, but it's made with the same principle in mind, right? That we have these double hit cards that we are just trying to abuse damage stacking as much as possible to do as much damage. Now, the advantage that Narja has in this build is that with this middle text here, right, the damage itself might not be that exciting, and the attunement for the Veracity might not be that exciting, but at the start of turn, if Veracity was activated 3 or more times in the previous turn, move this card to hand. Now, move is generally one of the most busted things that you can be doing in CZN because of just how it abuses the stuck in discard principle, right? Maitland really gets to use this. However, we don't get an opportunity to really leverage this because we can't bring it back during the turn. It just all goes to our hand at the start. Oh, did they remove the buff? Oh, boo, don't tell me that. Well, either way, I think between her, Cassius, and Mika, right, it's still the best option we got. And look, let's talk about the other part, right? If I wanted a cop-out, I could just use Typhara, right? We could just straight up go Typhara. We could do creation, destruction, do the harmonization shenanigans, right? Like, yeah, Typhara is probably the better, like, damage-focused person of this style of build. Because she's also going to be getting the shield and heal, just making her a really good tank candidate. But that's kind of boring, right? I think that's a little... We can do this, be a little bit more exciting with this, right? So you abuse a harmonization, you get yourself down to 1 AP, you use creation and destruction, you have her upgrade card that then triggers another creation and destruction at 0 cost. You play that for free. You play a Mika Source of Water to go back up to 1 AP. You play Creation and Destruction again to go back down to 0. Play Mika Source of Water to gain 1 AP. Play the Creation... You get the idea, right? But that is a 400% base damage to build off of, plus you're getting the shield and healing on top of it. So, yes, by all accounts, if we wanted to just be as, you know, as cheap as possible about this, build Typhara, use this card. It would be great, right? And you know, just for my own sake of it, I actually don't know what. We'll just remove Mika for a second. I don't even know what all can go on that card while I'm thinking about it. It's the first Epiphany. Oh, draw is sick. Oh, I guess you could do a 0. I guess you could just do a straight 0 cost too. That's kind of lame though. Right, because you could reduce the cost by 1. Cool. Spend all your AP on like Persona cards or neutrals, whatever, and then just rapid fire a bunch of these. Probably increased damage overall. Like attack weakness, I'm sure is in here somewhere. Yeah, they're always attack weakness, good just for versatility. That's probably it. Those are like your 2 options. Vulnerable, like whatever. I guess I say whatever, but like vulnerable is better than attack weakness if you already have the element matching, right? The drawing, of course, is always... Oh, there was a neutral draw, right? Like just a draw... Or we had draw 1 on the base farm. All right, hold on. That's... No, we want the... We want the actual upgrade version, right? Because it's like an extra 60 and then double that's 120. Yeah, we want the... Do we want the... I guess you get the shield and heal, right? Because 60% additive is not a lot, like, or 120 when we multiply it. We could do more with that, but for the sake of this conversation, let's just say that you keep it as its base form, or its base epiphany. Vulnerable is going to be good if you're on element. Attack weakness if you're off element, just to make sure you're covering everything. And then I think it's just a normal draw one. Or it's draw one of this unit. Or again, you could go for the new Crazy Divine if you really want to try to chase something. No, I think if you come back around to it, right, your most likely cases are, excuse me, not the damage increase, because vulnerable will always be higher value, right? Because this is a modifier you can't get any other way than vulnerable, right? So vulnerable is always what you're gonna want, or attack weakness if you want to just play this against every boss or what have you. So we'll probably come back to this, but like, again, I think I wanted to do something that I was trying to think of like what I could do for like the next video, and what would be like a cool challenge. And I think Oops all supports. I don't think anybody has done that yet. But again, unfortunately, it brought me back to Typhara, who is one of my favorite characters to use because I just like her AP generation. She has a cool kit, but just way too strong for what you could, put together with all this. So unfortunately, we're going to be a little lame and we're just going to use Mika. But this does get us back to, we can just have our, double 4-stars. Hopefully people have Cassius. And then like your one random 5-star, because I try to do double 4-stars for team building where I can, because I recognize that a lot of people aren't gonna always have every 5-star under the sun. And when you just want to build a deck to have fun with and try a new play style, 4-stars are always like the safe bet, right? So let us build this out really quickly. I even forget which ones I have, but morale, draw. So I think I'm... So that's 200, right? Yeah, 200 with the copy. Or no, because I have the persona, right? That's what I forgot. I forgot the persona card. So this goes back to... There's the vulnerable one. Where's the... There we go. Action count. All right. Lux, done. Hopefully. Cool. All right. So get rid of Joker. Gosh, trying to get rid of Joker. Get rid of Joker. Dice Trick is going to be our upgrade one. Shuffle is just a morale and get away. Devil Dice, of course, we're going to do our shenanigans here. Boop, boop, boop. No, not random. Which one's a select? 4 is select. Persona. Okay, I'll just take any one at this point. Bump. And then for Narja, we need the Veracity. Nope. Veracity. Where are you? This with a Draw Divine. This wants a Draw Divine for consistency. What the hell just happened? Oh, you could... How did I just do that? Why? All right, broke the site there for a second. Domain. Oh, right. I wanted to change this to the damage increase one. Shoot, I forgot. No, it's on Ravage. Yeah. So this would have to be this. And then this is going to be our drawback. Nope. This one. And then we have... Oh, forgot the Persona card. Hold on. Forgot the Persona card. I really hate when a line breaks, man, because it's so hard to see. Okay. All right. And then mealtime we can just keep because it's like an oopsies heal and also has predation, which is kind of important for us. Okay, so that leaves us with 20 points. So we have a single divine. I guess the real question is, how many one-cost cards do we have? Because we do want to actually trigger 111. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. Is there a one-cost... We need a one-cost something. It's funny because attack doesn't even do anything for us. Because we're going to be drawing all of the relevant attack cards anyways. We can just go pure Gamba. Okay, so if we get Prepare for Battle... Oh, you know what? Prepare for Battle, though, can actually get us a attack card. I guess. What divines can you get? Just draw, I'm sure, but... Yeah, sick. That's like a draw 2. Oh, wait. No, we can even get more morale. Because why not? We probably want like another draw 2 just for like deck consistency. Or no, because we have Cassius. We'll get an extra draw the other way. So we do want this to be morale-based. Is that the best we can do for real, though? Hold on. We don't want to discard anything off Inner Awakening. Yeah, this site is goated, man. I'm so mad that I did not find out about this until last Wednesday or something. I forget when. Because again, for those that don't know, I've been building all my decks this way. Like, this is how I've done all of my theory crafting. And I'd have like little notes on stuff for like, oh, this needs it. Well, I guess you guys literally saw it. Like, you literally saw the past. Yeah, this is what I did. This was my monster of theory crafting and building, right, that I was working towards. This is the caveman approach that I was relying on for so long. So yeah, the fact that we have this site now is an absolute godsend. Okay, yeah, because the exhaust doesn't matter. Like, just take the free draw. We have the AP, or sorry, we have the points for Mika's deck, and it gets us morale. It could get us an attack for more damage. Like, it's very okay. I really don't, like, we can't have an exhaust card. Yeah, all of these exhausts, man. Or I guess Wind of Relief is our other option. That's not real. We don't want the vulnerable off that. Okay, yeah, the only other option is Wind of Relief. And it's gonna have the same divines and the same... Huh. The issue with Sadism is that it has a chance to hit one of our other attacks. Or I guess we could just play it after we play our personas and our domain. So the challenge here is that we're trying to figure out how do we get our second trigger of 111 in a turn. Because right now we have 5 one-cast cards every single turn that we're going to be casting. And I want to get one extra instance of 111. So we need a one-costed card that it doesn't matter when we cast it. And if we take this, it could have a chance to hit one of our attack cards. So it like slightly screws up the sequencing potentially, right? Because we want to stack all of our morale, because in a perfect world, right? Let's talk through this. In a perfect world, We are going to use our upgraded quest off Dice Trick to draw us a card. Doesn't matter what it is. Draw a card. We're going to then use all of our dice, devil dice, to draw through our deck, get extra damage through the morale. We're then going to use all of our source of water to draw through, stack our morale even more. And then at that point, hopefully we have some weird combination of the Persona cards, and we know all of her attacks are going to be in our hand anyways because they're hopefully going to go back to our hand every turn. So it leaves us in a spot of like, we need to draw to make sure we see the rest of our deck, and we also need to make sure that we don't accidentally decrease anything. Actually, do we have enough AP? I'm sure we do because we have 3 sources of water, but 1, 2, 3. Nothing else here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's exactly 6. Oh, that's actually funny. That is perfect. I think this might be the literal first time that I've ever said this, but I do believe Prepare for Battle is technically correct for this deck. It gives us the morale, it gives us the 1 AP cost that we need, and it's going to replace itself, and it can provide extra value with the card that it's going to generate. Again, we're building very niche, very weird decks, but this does seem to be the best option given what we are trying to build towards. Which just leaves Narja. And what did I miss? God, this is so small on the screen, man. Oh, wait, no. Why is Cassius at... Oh, hold on. We forgot Cassius is... Hold on. There we go. Cassius is at 180, 180, 160. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, right. We're back to the one upgrade option left for Narja. Want to ask your input on Persona card? Tours at Deathbrand with 2 engravings of when this unit has Persona plus 2 hits. And no, you can use the mask as a resource? Doesn't the, no, doesn't all the multi-hit engravings have exhaust built in? I thought. Yes, so Explosion is just mathematically point-wise the highest morale value that we have access to. At least, again, that I've seen for cards that works consistently, yada, yada, yada. It is literally just gives 3 morale. If we have enough draw and we really want to get cheeky, you could move this to the Dice Trick that reduces the cost and gives 3 morale as well, but I like the simplicity of just having upgrade Dice Trick here as well. That one doesn't? Interesting. I don't know how Deathbrand works with multi-hit. That might be one I have to go back to, actually. That's interesting. Mika Retain card with draw 1 common Epiphany. Mika Retain card. Oh, Blessing of Waves. You could swap it out for Blessing of Waves, but then you would want to... No, because then you'd be off by 20 points. So you would want to do... No, I guess it would still be like an extra draw. I guess it does give you the advantage of heal, right? Healing is like just such a foregone thought. Because we have triple source of water. We're going to have double, triple 1 every turn, which is also healing us. Yeah, that could be an option as well. But the gambler in me really loves Prepare for Battle. So what we're going to have... And like, Mealtime is just going to hang out in our hand. How many cards don't draw themselves right now? 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. Oh, is that it? Oh no, this will be stupid consistent. Never mind. We are very okay. Which means we have 1. Oops, wrong one. Vulnerable weakness. We don't need cost reduction. Damage is irrelevant. Oh, gosh darn it. Keep forgetting to unselect the gods so I can actually see all of them. Nah, man, like, Divines on 1-cost cards just kind of suck. Unless it's like your main damage loop that you like always want vulnerable on, like the example of Typhara that we just gave. But something that's supposed to be like a damage amp, it just doesn't, it doesn't hit. I'm afraid this one's not hitting. So I guess we just divine one of these randomly. Man, these are also terrible. Oh, you can make them all gain 1 AP. I guess that's kind of funny if you want to have more build variety. So, like, you could drop Mika from this, I guess. Because you could have 3 of these that are divine, have gain 1 AP, as well as be your... Or wait, no, because you'd have to do your attacks in a... Never mind. Never mind, that's really poor sequencing. That does not work. That does not work. Damn. Was almost cool. Because, right, like, Serenial's lasers can do it, because they always come back. But this one does not come back, unfortunately. Yeah, this kind of stinks, if I'm being honest. Last 20 is just kind of garbage. Give it up for Explosion of Emotions yet again for 20 morale, man. Or 20 morale, 2 morale, excuse me. There's no other, like, random... Yes, we are currently working on a, like, oops all controller test build for Tower. Yeah, I think Typhara is just like the cheap way out, unfortunately. So I was trying to avoid it. Yeah, man, controller neutrals are just unfortunate. Like, I guess you could just pick any exhaust you want, right, and throw a buff on it. We don't have card creation, like. Decrease morale. Because, right, this has a morale on it, right? I know I see the limits. Hold on. Like, it... Let me check the epiphanies, bro. Right, because this can always be a really nice option for, like, your turn 1 setup, but should only have 1 morale on it, right? Yeah. So it only has 1 morale. So this is what I keep going back to, right? All of the other cards we've had previously is like, oh, I have 20 points. Where do I use them, right? All of them previously have been just 1 morale, but with Explosion, we're getting 2 morale instead. And then, of course, there's always the I hate myself, I don't care about healing, yada, yada, yada. There is always Glorious Resistance, which could give 2 morale, but you absolutely never wanted to use this damage debuff for the first half. Excluding Season 1 Great Rift. We don't talk about Season 1 Great Rift. It was a different time to play the game for sure. But Glorious Resistance is just not it. Is not it anymore. That new post by Cesian on X is funny. I didn't even see Oh, did they even tweet? Oh, wait. Oh, can we also... I assume it's just like Luminosity, but... Can we all just give a huge shout out to this artist, always making these? Like, this person is just putting the entire, like, artistic community on their back with all the gifts and whatnot that they've contributed for the game. Absolutely love them. Oh, shoot. Now that I'm looking at this other monitor. Okay. Perfect. Oh, there was a... Oh, I totally missed a separate announcement. Oh. Okay, cool. Sorry. Yeah, I did see the comic as well. No, I was just responding. Cool. I apparently won a contest for one of these shorts that I submitted from forever ago that I just do not remember. So shout out to Smilegate for reaching out about that one, because I totally would have missed it otherwise. All right, we are cooking a Oops All Controller team for the tower. And you missed it, and I apologize for everyone else. I'm just gonna repeat it anyways really quick. I wanted to do a all controller based take on the tower just to see if it was possible. And I love both Narja and Typhara, and I think Typhara would have just been far too easy to complete the challenge with. So I wanted to see like what we can do with Narja instead, and let that be kind of the focus point. Now, unfortunately, some of these are going to be the wrong cards. I got to actually see how close I am on my Narja save now. Because I have this like 80% of the way built. But unfortunately, we also got really bad... we got really bad equipment that does not help us whatsoever. Oh, I guess we just need a divine on this, and I think it's okay. We got the Lux engraving. Okay, what did we forget? We just didn't have... We're missing like 2 morale, whatever. We're missing Domain of Verocities, trigger, whatever. Oh, we don't have a 1-cost card to trigger the second... Oh, we're not triggering the second 1-1-1 because we don't have Domain anyways. And I don't want to waste too many resources trying to fix this, so... Let me just do this. And this will be like our test version of this build. That would be a fun card. Yeah, I hate using the core potential, man. This thing is just so damn expensive. Like, it honestly bothers me how expensive. Like, the rest of these I can get behind. Maybe Duplicate's a little bit expensive, but, like, if you're trying to fix a save data, like, you have to put in so much work to get a save data and then be like, oh, I got to do triple core of potential. Like, no, don't ever buy multiple cores of potentials, man. It's insane. So I will be just trying to get this divine really quick before I mess it up and misclick on the wrong thing. And then I think this will be good enough as of a, you know, let's see what the damage is going to be like. Let's see how hard tower is. and all that stuff. I don't need the AP. Boy, am I crazy? This does have draw, right? Okay, it does have draw. I have the right one. Like, multiple gods give the draw here, too. Yeah, yo, I spent... Oh, my God. What did we spend on the cat? We spent, like, 50 or... No, I think it was lower. I think... No, hold on. Because I spent a core of potential, which is 8K. I spent, like, 20 divines, which is 28. And then we had to remove, which I have the free one, so I don't remember how much remove cost. Yeah, we probably spent like 35K to fix the Cassius deck for the video. Like, that stuff's just wild, man. All right, very, very funny deck. I just want to test this. I swear to God. Come on, man. Okay, please. All right, hold up. Am I wrong? Am I just wrong? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have a 30% chance to hit the draw divine. Are you kidding me? There's a 30% chance to get draw. Ahem. Brother. All right, last one. This is fine. I don't even want it. I don't even need it. I don't care. I don't need a draw one, guys, right? The deck is fine. I'm gonna cycle enough. It's totally fine. It's not that big of a deal. We can do this all the same. It's totally fine. I'm not even gonna look at it. It's just gonna do the thing. Yes! All right, there we go. Oh, there you go, man. Just have to not look, have to not care. It's fine. All right. Woo. All right, we did it. Okay, sorry. Let me go back to. I forgot to do that. There we go. Oh, man. Okay, so... Hold up. That was the last divine, right? Because we have the draw. Those stayed neutral. Domain, I'm not going to reset. Luster is correct. Yes, this should all be fine. This should all work. I always click on sorting by mistake. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. We gotta... Okay, I'm gonna go... What time is it even? Do I have water? Okay, so where is... Or wait, what is our stamina even at? Simulation. Oh, sure. Let's go fail some memory fragments really quick because we're at 215. And I'm going to do tower instead. I will eventually remember to put a partner back on you. Oh, right, because I was using it for Selena. I remember now. Okay, oops. We are gonna go take care of my coffee cup really quickly. We're gonna do a couple of memory fragment runs just to, would just like to get them out of the way, right? And, do our 2 runs, go into tower, see if this build works. If the build is proven to be close enough and like, you know, decent to continue the climb with, we'll do our chaos delegations. Then we'll probably have to do like an extra chaos just to try to fix the decks up a little bit more. And that should be like kind of what the rest of the stream is going to be. So give me a quick second. I'm going to go take care of all this stuff. And again, go grab some water if you haven't already. Stay hydrated. We'll spend some stamina and then we'll get into the tower goodness. But I'm going to let this go just auto really quickly. Yeah, the AI is always going to be bad. We can't do much about that. All right, no. I mean, sure. Like, I can't. I was like, what Void character have I used recently? I guess Tenebria is probably going to be Void. Sure, that last one could roll crit chance. That's fine. Same kind of ruling. Substats kind of suck, but sure. Like, I just don't have enough memory fragment sets. Unfortunately, I unironically do not have enough memory fragment sets for 3 teams right now. Because I've been like overzealous on like trying to get good, you know, at least 2 stats per memory fragment. What are the chances she's Psionic Passion? Oh god. Also, I just realized I have the wrong team on right now for these don't do anything. I had the wrong team on right now for her, so my bad on that one too. Yippee. Yeah, I'm very curious because, like, you know, the other kind of elephant in the room, right, is if Adelhide's going to be a support, kind of what are we looking like for like the new teams, right? Because as much as I'm talking about Cassius right now, there's a reality rather, right, where Mika remains kind of like the standard AP enabler, or if you have Typhara, right? Typhara is an upgrade in most situations for AP generation, extra damage through Event Horizon, what have you. Right, that's fine. But Adelhide seemingly is going to have that new memory fragment set, which is going to just make her automatically best in slot for Heidi Marie. So it's like, okay, am I cutting Cassius or am I cutting Mika in this like current team? You know, or again, Selena's like the other character, like who's not making the cut? So that'll be fun to try to rush to build a Adelhide deck to go with all that. Sure, again, critical chance is fine. Attack with damage over time is fine. Or wait, no, this is 4, not 6. That's terrible. Never mind. Do I have a Magna save data I could show? Yes. Oh, let me no on that really quick, and maybe on that. Okay, 96. I will probably not stamina cap by tomorrow. Okay, so Magna save really quick. Sure. One thing to consider is that, like, so Sue and I have, like, two very different approaches to Magna. He really likes the, he really likes the all-in damage focus of Magna with the new Glacial Iron Fist, right? They buffed the shit out of this card, for her. But for what I normally build with her is I like using her as a passive, I guess this is a good enough example. I like using her as a more passive, like, enabler for a team where she goes down to effectively 0 cards in deck, and then she just gives you free stacks of vulnerable, free counter attacks every turn. And so if you're doing that type of build, generally you don't really have to, you know, copy anything. It's usually like you round out some good neutrals to kind of go the distance for you. You could put one of the, like, other Glacial Iron Fists in the build that don't exhaust but then give you a shield option if you really want to, but I really do prefer the all-in, like, hey, I'm gonna take all the upgrades, right? Or sorry, this is the one that has both upgrades in it. I'm gonna take all 4 of these upgrades. I take the Glacial Iron Fist, it'll exhaust itself, and then just, like, whatever neutral you need. So season 1, it was all about looping the forbidden cards. That's kind of its own thing. But beyond that, it's kind of more of what role do you want her to play. So, like, what type of team are you trying to run her in, Bizarro? Because that would help me answer, like, what other, you know, considerations I might make for building out that team. I just don't know if the 30% epiphany on ice fragment? Wait, which 30% epiphany? Oh. Ooh. That is a good question. I hate it because this is one of the bugs that I've been testing. And so, like, if it's Heidi Marie, they don't stack, right? So, like, my gut impression based on Heidi Marie would say no, they don't stack. But it could stack. Somebody would have to try it out. Like, I wish I had an answer for you. It's not something. Is this a new? Did they say that this, is this one of the new versions of Ice Fragment? I don't remember that being a thing. Oh, that's a skill, who cares? Yeah, crystallization is always just a weird one too, but it works with how she gains stacks, so that's the important part. I mean, yeah, you could still, like, okay, because of how easy it is to get save data now, right? You could go for one version of Ice Fragment that has the counterattack damage amp, and then you go for the other one that just gives you a bit of defense, extra defense-based damage, right? But I think the other epiphanies have all stayed the same. for like what our main targets are. Yeah, counterattack all enemies is still going to be your goat for like AoE settings. Now, like this is one that you have to like fine tune per boss battle if you really want to go that distance. Yeah, Frost Charge, I still just really like the, 3 vulnerable to targets hit by counterattack, so you can just stack up crazy amounts of vulnerable for like 0 effort. And then your Storm of Bitter Cold, which is her other like mythic signature, unique, whatever you wanna call, right? This of course is mandatory because of this very important text right here. When shield is gained, 1 counterattack. So, and sorry, to go back to the other question about does this build work with 9? Yes. If you wanted to build 9 with the ambush, Hue ambush. So on ally counterattack, activate this card, right? You could go for this version. Now, I personally have never built this one because one, I built my Vanguard teams before her release, and then 2, I've also heard that no matter how many instances of counterattack you do in a turn, this will only trigger once. So if that's true, obviously this feels really bad. If that's not true, and maybe they fixed it, or maybe people were wrong, whatever, I think this could be better. But the fact that this like potentially does not work per counterattack activation still bothers me. Well, no, it's not OP, right? Like one of the downsides for 9 that I keep harping on is that she can't loop back to her base card, right? So no matter what, if you were to take ambush, you would go and get 4 triggers at most. And let's be honest, that's not that crazy. Like we are doing such stronger things now in season 3 that playing all 4 of 9's Hue cards in a turn is like just fine, right? Like that's just okay. The like universal power creep that we got in season 3, which I don't know if people have come around to it or not, or agree or not yet, but like the blanket power creep that we've had for season 3 thanks to persona cards honestly just makes everything else look hilarious that we've had in the game up until now. Now, of course, like 9 OTK is still going to be good. Typhara OTK is still going to be good because, spoiler, we got another persona card, which makes those OTK decks even better. So like you're rebuilding all of your old decks anyways, man. Oh, sorry. Let me. Sorry. I missed that because I have to figure out which chat that's in before I. This one. Because I have a combined chat for. I can't click on links through that directly. Death Brand extra damage when the target is in a resonant state. Add 2 hits. Oh, that doesn't have a exhaust on it. Oh shit. What is the best way to... Let me get the ads off. Okay, sorry. I forgot I'm not showing screen again. So this was the persona carding question. So what else? I guess the question I would have is like, what is a good, reasonable way to stack resonance, right? That is not limited to mask, because mask is obviously very good, and then it's only Diana, right? There's no, is there like gear that gives you resonance? Like I'm trying to think of like how busted can we make this Umbra engraving, right? Because on our last stream, I was talking about doing a Tressa build with a multi-hit plus Agony, and I completely missed this combination somewhere. So this might actually make the Tressa Agony multi-hit build real. All right, hold on. Where is my... Let us consult the Oracle, right? Because we don't have this in a database. This is... Or wait, it has to be Umbra though, right? Or no. The resonance doesn't matter, or the engravings did not matter. Cards, extra hit at the end of turn. No, 15 cards. Random damage. Increased damage amount when attack. No. Draw. Okay, so nothing in Umbra. And again, this is not a complete list. This is just the ones I had at the start of the season. So if you have an engraving that's not on this list, by the way, please message me in Discord or wherever so I can add it to this master list. I forgot to tweet this out now that I think about it. Oh, let me, Cool, there we go. The mask, yeah, so like you'd have to run the, we have it on one of my characters. Which, the mask is pretty easy to find, I feel like. It's just like a generic one that you often run into. Okay, so I gotta, ability, start a turn, no, active damage, no, 3 or more, no, weaken, gain fixed shield, no, vulnerable or, I guess I would have to figure out, sorry, let's go back to CZN. I would have to figure out what else we're doing with that to make it work. Sorry. Now my brain's gonna be stuck on this, so I have to remind myself of, because I still have not played a lot of Diana. She's on my list to go back to build. No, because these are all Heartbreaker, right? We need Shakers. For the next 3 extra attacks by a different combatant. Oh, wait, does this not just loop it then? Hold on, is this not just a loop? Because Resonance is always an extra attack, and Resonance is based on whoever deals the attack, right? Is that how that is how Resonance works, I'm pretty sure. So this should be a fine loop. It doesn't discard too, right? Yeah, we are discovering another insane loop in real time. And again, this is why I love this season, because there's so much that we... Okay, hold on. Now, all right. Well, sorry, y'all just did this. I said we were going to go into a tower, but apparently we're not. I'm a liar. Or yeah, it was that one, right? Yeah, yes. Okay. Yep. So it was this one, and then it was... Oh god, why is the text so small? So that would be a 750 base damage times 5, or no, times 4. What's the exact, add 2 hits. So I'm assuming this would be a 4 hit. I don't think it doesn't like double up in that first activation, right? So it would be 750 by 4 hits for that persona combination. Is it 5 hits? Because, like, I know on her, I know, like, this one, right? It's obviously, like, just literally ×3. I assume that this would be the equivalent of writing it as damage ×4. If it's 5 hits, even better. But then you would have to run, like, Diana for your second pick. And then, like, what does your team look like beyond that? You just want... Okay, you know what? Someone just remind me of this later. I'm gonna put this in my... I'm just gonna leave this as a note for myself for a future build. Where is... What did we say? It was, this one. Let me pin that before I forget. Oh, shit. Ray would be sick because you're also getting the damage increase then. Right, because she's going to be able to add a 60 × 5 value to this. I guess the question is, how are we drawing enough cards? Okay, no, let's not get overly distracted. This is definitely a God, Cassius would be so sick with this too, just for the extra damage. Because again, I personally haven't tested it yet, but I have to assume that Cassius's morale build also works with Resonance in the same way that it works with Mark, because they are both just considered extra damage, right? So, like, going through this whole process again, spoiler, Cassius morale build should be the 5th option. I just don't know how we get enough AP and draw otherwise. Okay, yeah, I don't want to get too distracted. But thank you for, I already, was that Ajax that posted that? Sorry, I forgot already who shared the initial link. Whoever that was, thank you for bringing that to our attention. You're goated. Wish you were here Tuesday. What is today, bro? Thursday? Yeah, was that Tuesday's stream? I don't know. It has been a long week. I had jury duty on Monday, and that shit still just threw off my entire week. So I apologize. This week has been scuffed. This has just been not my week, but we are... We are going to do tower because I want to test this build. Did I share that? I don't think I... Did I leak financial information? Why is he messaging me? You ever just making oopsies on Facebook? No, it's probably nothing. Because I was just sharing a, Okay, nope, we're good. Yeah, so unfortunately, listen, all of us card game boomers Facebook is still the best place to connect with communities and whatnot, and like a lot of tournament information still gets shared out on Facebook. So like, yeah, I hate using it and all that stuff, but it is still a core part of the TCG community. Holy shit! What do I, no, it's under simulation. Why do I keep clicking on sortie? Yo, Mad Hatter, welcome, welcome. Oh wait, we have to reset this because that was the test. Okay, so, can we please get more presets as well, for the love of God? Bro, what the hell was this team? Before I even click on this, what was this team? Oh, no. This was the Typhera damage dealer with Owen as a 0 or a 1 card deck. That's what this should be. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jesus. February. It's not that long ago, man. Goddamn. But yeah, this guy just for this 1 card. So the 1 card deck Owen. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this now. Woo! Okay, enough of that. So we want our... Oh shit, do you even have memory fragments currently? Okay, so that is the gear set. Details, memory fragments. Okay, sure. No, hold on. That's not right. All right, who took your gear? Well, that piece sucks, man. Oh, there we go. It's on Typhera. I guess that's fitting. Critical defense. What happened here? Yeah, equipment loadout. When? Dear God, save me. God, what? Okay, so hold on. We need instinct. It had to have been one of these, right? So I guess it's gotta be Khalipe's. Sure, that might be something in the future. Attack, extra damage, no. Void, critical damage, maybe that one's something in the future. Passion, that was very close. All right, sorry y'all. This is clearly the not fun part of all this. Why do I have so much void, bro? I'm not building Kayron. Like, come on now. Oh, okay. Damn, we don't have... Or no, he said it's Khalipe's. Whatever. At least this one's defense. That's a small silver lining. Okay, that one I am gonna steal from her. I will be picky about that. Oh, I guess we got some new ones to check out. Man, I love memory fragments so much. We are having such a great time with all this extra RNG baked in. Okay, what is her stats now? Sure. Good enough. Okay, so that is her, Mika, and then Cassius. You should still be on that. Yes. That is correct. You have Nyx. Okay, one of you has Nyx apparently. I guess they're I probably should build Mika out properly. I simply don't care. By the way, for Cassius, you want to use his exhaust skill card 1 because that gives you at least a little bit more damage. Because again, keep in mind his quest cards can generate skill versions. So keep in mind if you're playing like a 111 variant or a straight variant, what have you, maybe you change this up a little bit, but you know, there's still a 50% chance that you get at least a 10% damage increase when you're using the, I always forget which one is which now, Dice Trick upgrade, right? Because you run Dice Trick upgrade, it has a, wrong one. There you go. You run Dice Trick, you have a 50-50 if it creates a skill card, which automatically gives you a 5% damage amp. And then when you use the skill card, it gives you the other 5% damage amp. Now, unfortunately, because we're going to be using the 111 quest here, it's an attack card, so we're not getting the extra usage out of it, but we can still get a chance to get the skill card otherwise. So if you're using a all-in attack variant, then, you know, swap the memory fragments accordingly, but I cannot be bothered to sit here and spend 45 minutes fixing this for a test run of all things, right? Maybe we get to like 150 and we regret it. Which again, full disclaimer, this is like literally my first look at towers since the update, outside of my full auto team that I took in. That's a very old Riv video reference now. So I personally have not gone beyond a 120, I think is what it was the high end of it. So anything past 120 is just going to be completely new to me. And I have not looked at other people's runs. I literally have no idea what to expect. Okay. Yeah, so same as always, we have to go ahead and just burn out our upgrades and all that stuff. So we're gonna try to draw as much as we can on turn 1 here. Well, that's annoying, but sure. I don't know that the 1 AP cost is here is gonna matter at all, but I'd rather, you know, do what we can. All right, whatever. We want the 20% damage boost anyway, so we're gonna use Gaia to hopefully draw a. Okay, I was gonna say hope to draw a another double dice, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean that damage amp is gonna get a bit higher, and then I'm just gonna keep mealtime in my hand so it doesn't get shuffled back in. There you go. And then there is our full hand of, we get all of these. Okay, so this is, again, literally my first time doing it. So it looks like it did not interrupt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, no, wait, that was in our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, burn is 5. Okay. Because I was also curious to know at what point of the draw sequence does this interrupt. So good to know that if it's in our deck, it'll always draw it in case it like got stuck in our discard pile, and then it'll draw the additional 5. So cool. That's all. That is all great, and Peachy Keen great, fantastic. Yeah, please ignore the AP there, but. Oh right. Hold on. So our build is not finished, which means we can't really leverage. We can't really leverage 111. We don't have a 2-cost card to use, so straights are the question. Full House should be doable and also gives us more damage, I guess. Because we still have Source of Water and we still have. Yeah, we're just gonna use Full House, I guess. again, this is the unfinished build, so I might be a bit mistaken in that, but YOLO. Oh, shoot, he's gonna die before I can actually get all my stacks here. Okay, the damage is starting to get ramped up a little bit. It's starting to go somewhere for us. Oh, right, because we have the... Oh, God, I have to not miss... I was just going to say I have to not miss sequences to miss out on the draw, and I just missed out on the draw, unfortunately. All right, burn both of those really quickly. There's our full house to get the extra draw. We are getting approximately infinite veracity stacks. There's our full house. Oh, shit, I didn't think about looping full house twice in a turn. Oh, sure, cool. We got our damage reduction anyways. Please don't die. Owie. So the other downside, technically, of this build is that we have to make sure that we get 3 veracity triggers, or all these cards go back into the deck, and that's a very bad situation for us to be in. That's also kind of funny that 000 is doing decent damage here, too. Okay. We want to trigger veracity twice, because I think we did one other attack in there. Oh, good God, man. All right, well... Here. We play the Lux, get the Source of Waters out. Totally should have been paying attention to what cards we were drawing there for sequencing, but, you know, YOLO. Another full house. Get all of our... Bro, I can't even get all my damage amped on him yet. He just dies too fast. Okay, is that our full damage? So we have 14 morale. We have our veracity. And then we have 420 Blaze It of our Lux. Wait, why 420? Hold on. Why 420? 420, which would be 150, 300, 450. So we're missing 30. We're missing 30 damage somewhere. Which one of you guys doesn't have max Lux engravings right now? Oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for nothing, Mika. I guess we wanted to go refarm her deck anyways. Okay, hold up. What other buffs do we have, just to make sure I'm not missing anything? So, Resonance, which is... This is Nyx's ability. 420 from the Persona cards. Mealtime is relevant. Yes, we're getting the damage increase. This is from Glory's Reign, because we have the full house now. We can get the full value. Heal is whatever. Deluge, Resolve, Morale. Oh, we're missing... We are missing Predation. That's what we're missing. So we're still missing a buff, technically. So we're at that number, I guess. So what was that? 7 times 4, which is... That's only like 30k damage, I guess. That's not a lot. All right, this might actually be a struggle, because that is not nearly as much damage as I was hoping that would fully ramp into. I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe it's enough. I don't know. You know, it is really nice if we can just, like, vomit our hand every turn, though. That's exciting. Oh, Jesus, just implodes off the first one. Although, again, there's probably a world where we just make this the ×4 variant, right? And then we're literally doubling our damage for what we have. So there's definitely some more optimization that could be done. And I guess technically we could just... I missed the full house. All right, let's do some of these really quickly. There's our full house trigger. Let's spread the love, and by love I mean damage. Oh, did we already get the other damage trigger? I must have missed that. And then this will give us our stacks of predation. Oh, 19 morale that turn because of the straight. I guess 40, I mean 48k is still low for being honest, right? I think we have to take this one back to the drawing board. I definitely don't see this being enough damage to carry us through, but we'll, for the sake of the test and learning and all that stuff, we are going to go through and carry through where we can. Okay, whatever. We're like on way overkill on this one. Again, I'm not really expecting this to get difficult until the later stages anyways, so we will, actually, where's my build? So what other, I guess, before we get too far away, right, from this, so, cool effect, not doing enough damage, which leaves us with, God, I guess it does just go back to the ×4. But if we do this, I feel like we're really going to need some extra drawing in there. Oh, gosh, I always forget to unselect this, man. Let me see the full list. I guess vulnerable would be like a decent, or wait, no, because we wouldn't have we wouldn't be able to use the persona card then. We'd only have 3 attacks. So what, we have we're 2 attacks, so we have 8 hits. We have 8 hits per turn right now. If we swap this to a divine, we go up to 12 hits, right? Even if we only take 3 divine copies. So that's still a damage increase. What? Stop selecting that. Combo, no. It's just gonna be vulnerable again, right? I feel like we just had this conversation. Draw 1 card of this unit is tempting. AP cost shouldn't maybe AP cost does matter, actually, because we're gonna have to, like, completely redo this deck, actually. Right, because if we assume that we're gonna swap to this instead, or I guess there is just a free cost reduction one. All right, hold on. How much, we would copy this, what, 3 times because of divines? So this would be 3 AP. This would be 4, technically 5, 6. Jesus. 7, 8. We would have to give up the 3 morale, and we could do this version of Mika, right, for the extra AP, and that would be enough. What were we swapping to again? Vulnerable. So 3, 4, 5, Man, that's so many extra cards we have to draw, though. 6, 7, 8. I guess it'd be 9 AP even. And we only get to cheat 2 AP with Narja's ability. Ah, yeah, that's rough. I think this just has to be the 0 cost instead. Or like the cost reduction. Because the AP value is getting... Like, again, we swap in Typhara, all these issues go away. But I'm trying not to use Typhara for her crazy AP build. Because the archetype cards are wild. Okay, yeah, let's just keep going. I want to be mindful of time because I've had a long week as it is, and I want to make sure I have to, you know, get up for my available, Oh, did we not get... Wait, what stage did we fail at? I thought we got farther than this with the other team. What? Damn, maybe my team failed a lot earlier than I thought it did. We'll go back and try that other team later, I guess. Not on full auto, but actually, like, casting the right cards and what have you. Cycle some cards here just to see if we can get all of our draw effects, and then we'll use Shuffle as, like, the final, like, help us dig through more of the deck to play all of our upgrades. Like this. Now we can play Shuffle. What did I say? Oh, I said we're gonna use Full House for this team. And still have 1 upgrade left. I mean, that's pretty close. We're gonna put that under the close enough category. Oh, there you go. There's the double extra draw for us. Now, this is the sequencing that I was mentioning, like, right, because we didn't have the Veracity triggers earlier, so now we had to draw through all those shackles. And so this is what I'm worried about with the other version of the build. Surely one of those crit. There we go. Never mind. Our boy Cassius gonna help draw us a little bit. Aw, boo. There's the meal time to ruin the fun. Maybe the rewards are from this patch. Yeah, but like I did at like day one of this patch after I did the stream and while I was working, I do remember running the tower in the background AFK with again with the full auto team. But again, I must just have been wrong on how far it got. But again, now the fun part of just getting to loop all of this every turn to go through all of our sequencing. Surely one of those will crit. Surely. Surely one of these will crit. Oh, they have the... Oh, I forgot about Gaia, man. I forgot about my extra damage buff. So we got to use that at some point anyways. Hey, Erica, how you doing? Thank you. Got my water bottle with me as well. Yeah, we want to try to do something fun for a little bit of a change, just to see like what we could get done with one controller and the rest being support. All right, there is the full house to give us a extra draw. We'll do some double dice shenanigans again. Yeah, we're definitely overdrawing a little bit right now, but again, a large part of that is because all of these shackles are in our hand anyways, right? So we're able to... oh, it's already at max damage. That is kind of a bummer. I wish we could do a little bit more with him, but you know, it's still respectable. It's 1400, you know, it's something. Uh-oh. Oh, I keep forgetting that we are technically up a card because we have the generation plus the retain. So I am supposed to be like actually cycling these for the effect. And notably, right, that's also going to give us the predation stacks. And I'm trying not to like rely on ego skills and stuff too much either, because again, people might have different combinations, but or double full house, sure. Man, maybe there is like a full house build that just gets there if we don't need the AP on top of it. I really wish these had the whole like move to hand right on Ravage or just something. He's not going to take any action, so yeah, we're just going to go ahead and pop the mealtime here. Which, again, it should be a pretty significant heal for us if we ever get stuck. Yeah, all that card cost reduction that I can really leverage right now. Full house. There's the Persona trigger, go into a double dice. That is our full cycle again. So yeah, 957 is like our final number. That we did not get a straight this turn. We do have 3 stacks of predation this time, which is nice. So this is our full damage minus the 3 RNG that, or the 3 morale RNG potential. Glory Rain, we got the max damage increase there. So, and again, keep in mind, like these cards start at 38% damage. So that is just how much damage scaling that we're able to put together with like this triple controller team. But yeah, unfortunately, the damage is a little bit lower than I would like. I think we definitely need to have the ×4 hit kind of be the main focus here. Oh, there's another Persona card hand that I missed. Yeah, so we built one deck that takes, you know, 10 hours to do all your attack sequencing. And then we built another deck that requires you to play 50,000 cards and do 50,000 things every single turn. So, you know, truly getting the best of both worlds here. Oh my god, and he gets the heal, which is so annoying here. All right, just for my own sanity, because I can already tell that this is going to take a while, I am going to start just popping ego skills. No, let me go back and make sure I had that pin checked. Did I pin that in the right channel? Oh, is Max all right? Sorry, Max. I was just like why are we talking about looping with Narja again. Wait, I guess what's the Haru video? %, additive. Wait, what persona are they using? Am I dumb? Sorry, we're gonna take a minute to look at this. So I did a video on this last season, but there's like this whole concept where Haru, again, we talk about it a lot, but if you were here for the week where I was farming the Haru deck, there's this whole thing where Narja can reduce the cost of cards for the entire turn. And so any time that you can bring cards back from the trash or what have you, they still have their cost reduction. So there's a world where you can just permanently loop your anchors. And it looks like they found another persona card that does it with the move all persona cards, which I've been trying to get a better view of this, but like it's just not working. So I'm going to go to this instead because I'm sure this will generate a high quality image for us instead of, oh my sweet baby Jesus. That does not help me at all. I sure wish I could see what the hell it is, man. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, to attack cards in hand. Oh, no, but it's the exhaust one. Never mind. Cool that they're doing the ×2 hit though with the 5 Umbras. And then you can just keep looping it. Yeah, so this is exactly the bullet trick that we talked about at the start of the stream. So yeah, I get it. Because again, they have the double move right that you can do. So it's a good way to like stack up the damage. Wherever the Haru card was again. And then, right, so this one allows you to loop them as well. And then Haru does her... Don't you only need one? Oh, no, because you have to play the other personas that way, because one, it brings back the other, brings back the original one, and then lets you loop this one. Yeah. So what? Plus... Or no, it's an exhaust 5, so it's a 250% increase. It's like a permanent 12 morale, which is nice. Yeah, I guess I don't remember I guess I haven't gone deep into the Striker exclusive stuff. Harus will have exhaust. No, hold on. That is not how that works, right? All right, let me go open another tab. CZN meta Haru. Y'all gonna make me crash out. You say WG made a video on it one more time. One more. All right, hold on. For people who don't know, because this isn't just a WG thing before anybody else gets it wrong. Hold on. I gotta post receipts, right? That's what I gotta do. Hey guys, guess who did a video on this topic 2 months ago? 2 months ago, I did this video. everything that they're showing, I did in this video. Or I guess I'm slightly off here. This video right here. And this is what caused the whole week-long crash out for farming a Haru deck. Oh, wrong one. Boop. Okay, so now I want to go back to oh, because it has Exhaust 5 as the base, right? Yeah. All right, no. You can add more to this, right? Hold on. Yeah, because you want to add this one instead. Not the Resonance, but the other one. Oops, nope. That is not... Oh, my God. There you go. Exhaust 9. So what? 450... to the base. Yeah, so it is just the same thing as a bullet. Like, so what? Hunter has one, Striker has one. I guess that's it, right? Psionic has that really shitty card. Yeah, I guess it's just bullets and strikers, right? Because you want to do this for any Striker plus Haru plus whatever. Or sorry, Striker plus Narja plus whatever. Veronica likely makes sense just so you can have the extra draw. That's fine. This is cool because it is, you know, effectively carrying over the Cassius effect, where you don't need his morale as much. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I'm glad that, and again, to take a step back, right? The character who gets the most value out of this is Mei Lin. Shocker. But it's not like we can really use Mei Lin in a more meaningful way, right? Saw a video of somebody... Yeah, exactly. Saw somebody using a video on Mei Lin. Yeah. Because Haru's cool, but, like, Haru really needs the extra anchor pointer for the double retrieve. Oh, wait, no. You can't even use this. No, this is bad in Haru, man. You can't even do it turn 1. Or, sorry. You want to do this turn 1 to get it out of the deck for thinning, but to do this correctly for... Or, no. It'll copy the base value of the anchor, right? I'm trying to remember how the Haru interaction works. Because I'm pretty sure when it copies the anchor shot, it copies every modifier as well. So never mind. It does work with Haru turn 1. Right? Because we copied it with the damaging, with the cost reduction, and it still got the value. So that should work overall. Actually, I guess oh my God, guys, hear me out. We can finally make it good. I didn't pull up the bigger image of it. We can finally make Iceberg the deck. Guys, we fixed it. We can do a Yuki Narja Cassius deck. There you go. Guys, Yuki's insane, man. How is everybody sleeping on Yuki? Yuki is tier 1 now. Guys, come on. Everyone's got to use Yuki now. It's insane. But yeah, no, I think, you know, all things considered, oops, wrong tab. Actually, doesn't Rin have a multi-hit too, I guess? No, like, it's still, Mei Lin's the best by a mile, right? Like, who cares? Mei Lin's still the best, period, whenever they decide not to nerf her. Oh, no, because then I guess you'd have to use... You'd have to do Narja, Mei Lin, Veronica. I guess wait to see if Adelheid reduces cost. I mean, that's like, again, the whole thing about Mei Lin is that she does 50 attacks in a turn. So anytime you just give that one card a plus 450%, you're doing ridiculous damage. So the new Striker tech, which I didn't realize that people had already shared out. So the idea is that you run this Persona card and just loop all the damage as much as possible. But yeah, again, like, yeah, Mei Lin does not need it, but she technically gains the most from it, right? Nobody scales the way that Mei Lin does with this card. So, yeah, maybe you should have done like a, you know, best. I mean, I already did my engraving video. I'd feel bad to do like another one, but, you know, stuff like this is really cool that we're finding like more niche interactions. Again, with Narja in this case. But then again, like, you're sacrificing 60 points in total for like all of this to work. What other Persona cards are we giving up? So you're giving up the plus 150% damage off of Narja. So you're only missing 300% damage. And the last one was Veronica. The Ranger one is whatever, though, right? Like, you don't need extra draw. That's not ever relevant. Or, I guess you're giving up the discard, which is another 120. Like, obviously, you make the argument for you have to discard cards. Obviously, you make the argument for you have to actually pay the cards. Oh, no, because you're actually losing out on... No, this can't be right, because then you're losing out on the damage from the Persona. The 30% damage amp, right? I mean this on Haru, by the way, not on Veronica, obviously. Okay, so I want to say it's a cute gimmick, but I think it's less damage overall. Like, you take that as a option of, I don't want to have to think about my Persona cards. But if you go through the deck building process, and if you put this instead on Haru and you figure out whatever the hell you want to discard, and then you still have the Lux Engraving for Narja, and then you still have another damage whatever on whatever your third character is, right? I'm pretty confident in saying you can get better damage elsewhere. So, like, really cool mechanic. It's exactly like the Haru video we did 2 months ago. I think it's actively worse than what else is out there. So, cool, but I think it's less damage overall and not worth it. Now that I sit back and think about what you're giving up to do all that. All right, sorry, we got to go through our billions of game actions really quickly now. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. Draw the extra card that way. Stacks of predation. Yeah, this feels like playing the old Miracle deck in Hearthstone, and like I hated it then. And I certainly don't like it now, so we'll keep going to see where this lands. Oh, nice. Neo just got his Rector gem in Dragon Quest. Very nice. Hold on, did I just math that correctly? Because it's 300 for the engravings, 120 would be 420% damage versus 60%. Yeah. No, it's more damage you do it the other way, for sure. Full house still because we don't have a finished brew. All right. Was hoping that shuffling. Oh, I guess we can use Gaia here as well, just to get our plus 20 buff. All right, man. Top deck mode. Surely we get something. Oh, there you go. We got one more card out of the deck. We did it. All right, that was hilarious. That was a hell of a turn. Yeah, I mean, I do love the cool thing about this deck is that I just love having a 10 card hand every single turn. Or sorry, 9. No, it is 10 because four flashes or 4 shackles plus Cassius create plus 5 draw. Yeah, getting 10 cards a turn in my hand, man, feels great. I love drawing 10 cards a turn. Who wouldn't? This is definitely the drawing too much problem that we were kind of joking about earlier. Well, no, that's the thing, right? Like it's the same additive damage amplification whether you do it with the Persona card that gives you the 450 or if you do like the double Lux engraving plus the discard on Haru, right? So it's a 450 additive damage buff versus a 420% additive damage buff that also has a 60% multiplicative damage amp buff on top of it, which will out damage the triple loop Persona, whatever you want to call it, right? So like, yes, the 420% one requires more deck building and requires more work to make it happen. I will absolutely make that concession, but it is 100% guaranteed actual factual less damage. It is the same additive damage values that you're doing. But if you want an easier to build deck, then yes, the Striker one will come out on top. And again, to that point, that's why I want to stress the reason why it took, you know, a week and some change to make the 92 hit deck optimized now that it's finally fully optimized until Emotions gets unbugged, if that ever happens. I swear to God, if they come back and they say that Explosions of Emotions was just a translation error and it's not all that extra AP for all that extra work, I might just lose it, man. Yeah, to make the 450% loop better to work, it would very specifically have to be not on a controller. So like that's the downside of like that whole process, is that because it's on a controller, it is worse overall. But again, it's super sick. I love that someone created it. I absolutely do not want to try to sound like I am taking away from the deck building process and all that stuff from other people. It's really good at thinning the deck and making sure that you don't have to worry about the AP cost every turn. There are benefits to it, but I've been quickly learning that gacha people only care about, you know, what deals even 1% more damage, and every other build sucks, right? So like gacha brain rot would tell you that, oh, that's really flashy. Sorry, that sucks because this one other build deals more damage. And like trying to deal with that side of the gacha community, again, coming from TCGs, has been really difficult for me personally. And I've been trying to figure out like how to shape some of my content around that like train of thought. Can we kill him from 17? No, you cannot kill him from 17. Yes, awesome. Good call. Very good shout out. First turn kills are also a topic of consideration. That is very valid. Okay, we killed him from that standpoint. That was fine. Wait, did we already use our... what other Persona cards do we have? Or what other skills do we have? Because this is the last... Or no, there's one more stage. Never mind. Whatever. Let's just go back to throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Yeah, like I'll do the math side of it all day long if people want to like walk through the numbers. Like that's why I pinned that Excel screenshot in our Discord to be like, hey, this is why Selena is good. Here's the math behind it. If you don't want to believe me or whatever, because that's something that's hard, right? Like someone who's testing an E0 Heidi Marie versus an E6 is gonna have a very different like damage numbers, right? So I have to like boil it down to what the actual additive values are, and then your memory fragments are going to matter. What partner you're using is going to matter, right? I try to just remove all of that from the equation to the best, you know, that we can. To be fair. Also, I low-key forgot to consider using mealtime and then going into these is actually going to give us a little bit more damage because then we're also getting the predation stacks every time. Which, right now, we only have the couple of stacks. But it is going to make us hit for, you know, considerably harder. Oh boy, I don't like seeing you guys. That stinks. Oopsies, we got our hand full with the full house. There we go. Like we're drawing way more than what's needed, but still. And then use Cassius just to see if we get more morale, I guess. Nope. No help from this silly little guy. Oh. The full house got me again. Is that everything? Yeah, 0. So then mealtime, and then into these. Okay. Oh. Yeah, again, I love it when my, like, if this does go all the way to 150, I love it when my, like, 5-minute brews work as good as this one is working. But oh my god, is the repetitive nature of sequencing this already getting to me, and we have a lot more floors to go, right? I don't know that we're gonna go on all this. Void Vanguard? No! No! Don't! Ain't no way, bro. All right, so those leaks are completely wrong then. So is she gonna go with Tenebria then instead? Aren't Vanguard cards like so ass? What? No. Oh, I thought they got a second one. Is it only... It's just shield counterattack? Oh, boy. Oh, she gets a thick-ass shield, I guess. Oh, wait. I forgot about Counter Surge. Yeah. Counter Surge is actually, like, funny. Huh. Yeah, sorry, this small child is gonna counterattack you and bash you in the face. Yeah, bro, I'm kind of lost. How, God, this is like legitimately throwing me under a bus, right? Because you also have to factor in they've made the support shielding set to boost the damage for extra attack characters like Diana, like Heidi Marie. I am legitimately lost. So again, let's for those that are like newer to like actually talk through this, right? One of the challenges that we often see with Vanguards is that outside of Magna, they really don't often have a lot of good universal team support in terms of like, yes, they're gonna be there to get you a shield, make sure you survive, what have you, right? But we know from the memory set, let me just go back to CZN now. We know that if we look at the latest memory fragment set, combat training memory fragments, we got this set, which damage increase of counterattacks and extra attacks by allies by 5%, max 25. So we know that we're gonna want to gain shield 5 times with her effect. Again, she's going to increase her own counterattack damage, which is good, but like, where are we getting the extra attack value out of this? And this might have just been a, hey, this is for Magna. Magna can do her like vulnerable, the build that we talked about earlier on stream, right? Where you just run all upgrades. She gets her passive shield, which is going to increase the value of, like crystallization, gets the extra attack damage, gets extra counterattack damage. Great. That's all fine, right? She becomes a neutral deck for a extra attack team like Diana, like Heidi Marie and stuff. I don't know how in the world that you make like a dedicated Vanguard who's not giving you draw, who's not giving you, he's not giving you AP. Like, what other avenue is this going to streamline for that team other than just like taking up a third slot? So I'm lost on multiple levels. Maybe we just accept that. And again, like obviously the memory fragment design itself is obviously for her, right? I don't know. Like, I really hope this is not another Rita situation. I'll be kind of bummed out if it is, but I'm very curious to see where this lands, man. Not Swordy again. God, every time. That's where simulation used to be, and it's like burned into my brain. All right, let's keep going. What time is it anyway? Ah, shit. We're running. All right, well, we're definitely not going to complete the 150 challenge tonight, so that might have to go back to a tomorrow thing. The Rita situation, very long story short, is that she's just way too limited and way too hyper-focused on what her own kit needs that it makes her very difficult to include in other team combinations. Where, like, Heidi Marie is a really great example of a very flexible unit that can go into multiple teams as both a main damage dealer and as well as a support role. So I don't want to... It's a very nice way to say I don't want a poorly designed character. And that did not draw us into what we hoped for. All right, I guess let's just burn the shuffle because we're gonna draw through everything again anyways, or should draw through everything again anyways. There we go. I'm like, we got to get our dice trick out of this. Oh, I guess I was off. We missed out on 2 morale. My bad. Meal time. Oh, actually, I totally forget this guy's mechanic now. Other than, oh, there you go. We get full house triggered again. Oh, he's gonna detonate those on us. That's what it is. Oh shoot. Sorry. We can just kill him, right? Yeah. My bad. We just kill him straight up. I'm overthinking this again. Yeah, again, I promise you that we will find a team for her and we will make something work like we always do. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was a full cycle, thankfully. Oh, yeah, P's dead. Rita plus Haru? I could get behind that. And it sucks because, like, I legitimately really like Rita. Like, I enjoy her gameplay. I get that it's, like, it is a bit more of a frustrating style of gameplay because it does require, like, very, very set sequencing, which I know not everyone's gonna love, but, man, I really enjoyed the little bit of brewing I did with her kit overall. Oh, gosh darn it, we went over on our casting again. Oh, I was really hoping that would do a little bit more damage for us. Maybe it crits. Oh. Yep, good. Really wish we had better stats. Or again, better gear, better engravings. There's a lot of ways that we can improve Narja's damage, but I think this is still a good learning. Like I said, this is why I didn't want to like spend too much on this build and like trying to refine it. Because the reality is we definitely want to get additional hits to make this build a bit more streamlined. Now, again, that's going to require us to like completely rework some of it, but it is this build as it is today is at least functioning in that it can cycle itself very consistent every single turn and is dealing like, you know, 40k damage or whatever that final number was at this point, I forget. Ooh, quite a shield cards would actually be pretty sick. If they could give us like at least one card in her kit that has a discard outlet while also having Quietus, I think that could be really cool. Either way, again, I always love seeing new characters and like brewing new teams and whatnot. So even if she's not my favorite, like it'll be fun for the first couple days to like brew stuff with her and figure out what works. I genuinely enjoy more of like the theory crafting side than like the hyper refinement side. Oops. I guess sure, we can just burn that before we use the predation. Okay. Now that's max stacks. Now that we can loop into our other effects. Actually, I gotta be careful about this because there's no way we're killing this guy in the 2 turns he has for the revive trigger. So we do need to split our damage. That's what, 30, 20, 44k. Ugh. Ooh, nope. That is getting too low for my comfort level. It can definitely work on Mei Lin. The problem with Mei Lin is that elasticity is a debuff that directly counters her and any characters that hit too many times in a turn. So unfortunately, Mei Lin has other issues, and she does enough damage without Persona cards. So I am working on a Tressa build now because somebody brought up a combo that I have to test to see if it works the way I want it to work. And if it does, it's probably going to be the best Tressa build that you can make with Persona cards. It's probably still not strong enough, but it's something, man. Like we're digging for hope and answers, right? When it comes to her kit. Yeah, like I said, I knew the 2 turns of mealtime is gonna kill this guy if it gets like a crit on one of them. Oh, 500 health left, 4,000 hit. Okay, very close, very close. Whoop, hold on. Is that gonna crit again? Ah, it is. Okay. Okay, so we gotta kill the other one and then kill him on the next turn. Then he does his little wham wham, a ball of rage, kill me in 2 turns or perish. BS. I am not gonna overthink this. This guy's gonna fall over to like a sneeze. Yep, there we go. Man, Void Vanguard of all things, right? Void Vanguard, man. Because, like, here's the other thing, too, right? If you assume Void, you would also hope that they would put together a mono Void team that would also work. But then, like, your mono Void team is going to be Rei, Chizuru, Adelheid. And, like, what is that doing, man? What is that doing for us? No, so it's, God, does anyone remember the exact wording on elasticity? It's like all damage after the 7th hit gets reduced to 1, or like, what is the, Heidi Marie gets around it, I'm pretty sure, because it's extra attacks and not attack cards. I would honestly have to remember the debuff because it's been so long since I've cared about it. That's not quite what we wanted. I guess we can afford to spend the AP because we're gonna get the AP back and it still draws us one extra card. Okay, well, it's not exactly what we wanted to see there. Oh, I forgot about Dice Trick, man. Damn. Losing a cycle of that feels bad. Okay, am I overthinking this? Like, if we don't need the draw from Full House, right? 000 is probably still better, which Cassius isn't really built for damage, but I mean, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna try something, I guess. Oh no, because this is gonna fill up our hand off the Source of Waters, right? Okay, well that's randomly annoying that it's just shy on it for us. No, I would absolutely guarantee that none of us had Adelheid as a Vanguard, man. And again, like, I care more about kits than, like, whatever class they get. Oh, we didn't have Dice Trick. That's why our draw was off. I care more about the tools that they have in their kit versus, like, what their class actually is. So we'll have to wait and see. Like, I still can't get over the idea because she has her bird on her glove, right? So when she counterattacks, she's gonna, like, go up to the enemy, punch them, and the bird is gonna be on her hand, like. Bird attack, bird attack. Like, what are you doing? Like, girl, go sit on the bench. Oh, targeting attack. Yeah. I think that's why the bullets gets around, if I remember correctly. Yo, if the bird, I am so in if the bird like randomly just turns into like the whole Tibber situation as people are saying. Yo, I'm all about that. And like if you have if you have like 10 stacks of counterattack, it's even bigger. Oh yeah, because this goes down to 0 as well at the very end, right? I mean, I don't know. It's like he's not doing a lot of damage, right? Like it's a couple extra thousand, I guess. Like, sure, if you don't need the draw, that's still technically better, but having played the old 000, right, it just feels bad. Also, I totally, like, zoned out and forgot the music was not on again. I also need to get better about reminding myself to save these stacks until the end. Oh, God, I didn't even think about the cost reduction to get one extra trigger of 000. Damn. No, we got to use the Persona cards. to get those out of our hand. Hold on, let's draw the rest of our deck. Get our morale boosts. I guess that's proper sequencing. And then save that for last to build into our predation. Because then we have we have 6 predation, which is 3 attacks worth. Ah, damn it, he's gonna die before I can check it. Ah, whatever. Yeah, I really haven't been, like, too concerned with it. I've just been kind of, like, burning through the cards just for the sake of time, but I think I've been slightly... I could have been optimizing our turns better, right? Because, like, in a perfect world, we want to hold these personas until we see the bottomless hunger to then try to get 1 extra activation of 000. I think, oh man, I think I have been screwing this up now that I'm taking it. Again, it hasn't mattered, and I don't think it really matters bigger picture, but maybe her damage goes up to, like, you know, 45k for a turn. It's still not great for what we could be doing, but... Oh, now we got the combo variant. Yeah, I still have to fix that devil dice too, right? So okay, now we do bottomless hunger, which gives us a 000. Then we can use the persona cards to make these 2 cost 0. Oh no, they all went into mealtime. I've been fooled. I've been had. Oh no, I guess we still get 1 extra. All right, maybe it didn't matter either way. All right. I don't want to think. Just back to spamming cards, man. It's been working so far, right? Like, just spam that shit, go crazy. Who cares about proper sequencing? Just throw shit at the boss until it sticks. Oh shit, did he actually die in all that? All right, cool. Try to get our 000s again. Ah, shit. Shit. Fuck. Hold on. Let me remember the boss's mechanic real quick. I might have too much card spam for this. I just kind of remembered what this guy does. Please crit. No! All right, well. Oh wait, we do have bottomless hunger again. Cool. Try to draw into our persona cards, deal some damage. 0. I mean, I guess a 0 cost is still a 0 cost for the effect. So. Oh no, our hand was full. All right, hold on. Gosh darn it. My beautiful 2,000 damage that it would have equated to, right? Oh shit, I missed a persona card. My bad. And again, we're using Narja's cards first here because whatever our stacks of Veracity and Predation are at, we want to make sure that Narja is getting the full value of those double hits because she is fully built for damage versus Cassius, who is just throwing triple zeros to throw cards. I'll tell you, by the end of all this, we will surely get this sequencing down. At this point, like, just trying to speed up the actions any way I possibly can. Oh, he still had a Persona card left, damn. Oh, he's super dead. What am I? Like, I'm looking at my hand to make sure that I am casting everything. I'm not looking at the boss's HP. I'm sure as hell not looking at my own HP. I'm just down here in the lanes, man. Just like, I'm spamming shit, trying to get the most damage every turn. I'm just gonna keep jamming my head against the wall, getting through this as much as possible. If I die, I die, right? We'll figure it out then. Oh my god, this is indeed a slog. All right, back to the cycling again. Well, damn. Would have liked to get a couple more of the upgrades out of our deck and whatnot, but we're gonna at least do this to trigger all the Veracity so that we draw all of our shackles, right? All right, whatever. I think we're just using 000 at this point. Do this. Yeah, the plus damage from the oh, we gotta use a burner so the plus damage from the upgrade going to like the plus defense damage would surely be nice, but we're working with what we got at this point. Whatever, that's fine. I'll just take a turn off, do all this, and then line stuff back up on the following turn. Really not worried about dying to this random guy of all things. The tower is ongoing, exactly. Oh, man. But again, like, oops, wrong card. You know, 30-second deck build experience to go through, and it's clearly working perfectly fine. Like, it's still a cool topic, and maybe tomorrow. Do I have or no, my meeting is tomorrow that I'm hosting during lunch. I don't know. We'll try to do a video. If we actually clear 150, if I have like time between meetings or something to like grind out a floor, I'll see what I can do. But we might like do a video on this deck and then talk about the most optimal version. Which again, really crazy that Prepare for Battle is a card that we're considering, but it's technically correct. But that is just how deep in the weeds we are with team building at this point. Aw. Yeah, so we got the quad 000 lineup that time. Which would have been cool, but I'm not allowed to have nice things, I guess. Nice, we got a Persona card swapped to 0 there. favorite character to play? So I don't like single characters as much as I like certain team combinations or like team ideas. So like one hit kill or you know, OTK, whatever you want to call it. Heidi Marie is probably my favorite right now. I just really like one turn kill and combo decks. But like if I had to say a single character, I would have to say either Typhera or Heidi Marie, because they have such different play styles depending on which epiphanies you pick. And Narja's up there as well. It's just the power creep has definitely gotten away from like what Narja can normally do. So honestly, that was like the other reason why I put myself on this like fun little deck challenge, is that I really wanted to make a video with Narja again in it as like the centerpiece. And I mean, it's working clearly. Again, I'm just not sure if we're gonna have enough damage to clear the tower, because this is the farthest I've gotten in tower so far, and I'm just not sure what to expect. What character do I think has had the best story so far? Narja, 100%. It's also why she's my favorite character. So I'm going to hunt down the Narja standee whenever we get them here in the States. I just have to figure out how I'm getting those. Oh, gosh darn it. I forgot to do voluntary again. So if Cassius had better gear, that's like what, 1500? 1500 by 4, so it's extra like 6,000 damage a turn. I mean, I guess that is a significant damage increase considering what our damage numbers are currently at. So I guess 000 is correct. See if we can spread the damage enough to get people dead to mealtime. That would be ideal. Almost. Yeah, the trauma code, I absolutely agree, is fantastic. Again, I understand that a lot of the work that's, you know, why trauma codes have stopped, right? Is because the story rewrite. So like, sure, that's fine. I'll give him that one. No big deal. We'll wait. But I'm hoping that after the story rewrite is complete, we can go back and be like, okay, now let's actually go cover the rest of the stuff, right? Oh wait, we didn't even use Gaia this rotation, did we? Shit, where's my... Okay, I guess we're just not getting Gaia. That was my bad. Oh, I guess we can get 5 triple zeros in a turn, technically. That's kind of funny. Oh, I guess I just did not draw it until the end there. Oh, there we go. We still had 2 cards to use for the zeros. So yes, break that. Get our stacks of veracity, and now all of these will hit for the max value. I guess we're still missing the Gaia trigger, but whatever. Yeah, the damage could definitely be flashier, man. Yeah, trust me, I am thinking about GBF every time I say 000 though. It's tripping me up for sure. Oh, sweet source of water. Good heavens. Oh, dude, whatever. Again, I keep forgetting this person's almost dead. Can I just kill? No, I gotta build up my stacks again, I guess. I don't even care. I'm just gonna windmill through my cards here until I get my stacks. Okay, well, I'm gonna kill them before I can get all my buffs up. That's fine. I don't know, like, I don't know how the scaling goes, but this feels okay. Like, I feel like, you know, we're at the halfway point. I really haven't struggled with anything yet. So I'm assuming that this will be like a 150 clear team. Hey, Sin, how you doing, brother? Which build of Chizuru is the most damage? I want to work on building her to beat tower next, and I can't tell if basic or multi-hit nuke is better. As long as you die, this is easy clear. Excuse me? As long as I don't die? Yeah, hopefully this holds up. No, so... Did we ever go back and finish that deck? I don't think we did. I was trying to work on... Or no, I think that was the Rita focus one. I was trying to go back for a Chizuru, Rita, Ray basic attack build. I don't remember if we ever finished the theory craft for that one yet. For me personally, I am always biased towards for basic attack because of the new personas that we got just naturally buffed basic attacks like average damage. So just because you're going to be getting constantly attacked by enemies, you don't have to worry about building up the nuke every time for Sword of the Moon. I personally would lean towards the basic attack spam. Also, wait, if you die in tower, do you go back to floor 101 or does it let you retry that stage? I haven't died yet, so I don't know what to expect. Shoot, we did not get any veracity stacks. Retry? Okay, then I feel okay. Like, unless we get hard damage gated or something, I feel like this should be doable. Or no, casting the mealtime doesn't matter. We're just gonna use 000 again. I think we've until we actually finish this build, we've come around that 000 works better in this version, but 111 is ideal for what we actually want to build. Yeah, I haven't done any tower because I've been having so much fun with Sortie, but I'm like, shit, man, everyone's been posting like tower stuff, and I feel behind in that regard. I'm not going to waste shackles on the guy doing negative damage. I think this floor has a damage healed shield check. Shit, we're going to find out. You can even change the save date on the current team and retry. Oh, really? Oh, that's actually... I guess that works then because, like, I want to change out, or I want to finish Narja's deck, which will give us a lot more damage. So that's very good to know. Thank you, because I might have, like, accidentally reset the run without knowing that. But if tomorrow I can just refarm Narja's deck with my Chaos Delegations to like try to fix it, that's probably still worth saving it and like continuing the run. Because just, unfortunately, I got to take care of a couple non-CZN related stuff before I pass out tonight, so I will definitely not be able to clear all the way to 150 tonight. But I am committed to taking this as far as it will go for sure. Okay, looks like one of those was a crit then. I have to remember about my Gaia, man. I gotta cycle back to our girl. I think memory fragments we would keep as is anyways, so I think that's fine. God, I'm gonna be seeing this deck in my sleep by the time I actually finish looping all these zeros, man. Oh wait, we have to use the meal time so it doesn't clog our hand before we forget again. It's like, please let me just vomit my hand so I can go through all this sequencing. Oh yeah, this is what you love to see. The extra 3-3 morale, man. Okay, I'll give us one more cost reduction. That's nice. That should be everything into mealtime. But yeah, I mean, if we can find a way to make the quad hit version and still be able to draw enough cards every turn, man, the damage is gonna go crazy. I'm glad that this is kind of working and it came together again as kind of I'd hoped it would. But there's definitely more work to be done to optimize this and do way more damage, right? Like if we're able to double the number of hits that we can get per turn, we're going from 45k damage to 90k damage, right? Like obviously crits be what they may, and I realize that's still lower than like, you know, Heidi Marie's damage, but like, you know, a full controller team doing 90k damage is not the worst. And that's like the really cool thing about CZN. Like it is a very rewarding, you know, deck building game at the end of it all. So it's like you get rewarded for trying out different stuff and finding different team combinations. Like, is it a lot of work? Yeah, I mean, sure it is. And not everyone wants to be a deck builder. I get that, but it's still really cool to see different teams like this that are like, you know, fever dream teams getting put together that work. And maybe that's just the TCG player, you know, side of me talking, but I truly love this season and how much it's done for not only save data editing, but also the Persona cards and how much they added to the game. Oh, yikes. What the hell just happened? Oh. Is it just like a one-turn debuff, I assume? It was probably like her special trick and I just missed it. Oh, Charm. Change the cost of all cards to between 0 and 3. Upon using 6 cards, remove Charm. Ah, okay. Okay, that's the combo one, though. So that'll automatically activate itself. Oh, God, that's gonna... Okay, this is still a 1 cost. How many charm? Does it keep track of charm, bro? Okay, we have 2 cards we have to use. This is a free card, and then I guess we'll just burn one of our damage cards, right? And then everything should go back to normal. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's a neat little thing, man. I'll give him that. That's a cool effect. I have not fought this boss in a long ass time. I don't know if that was like a normal thing in Twin Star Shadows that she did, because it's been months since I've cared about Twin Star Shadows, if we're being super honest with ourselves. Ah, damn. Okay, we have nothing left. That was cool. That was a fun little mini boss. Brother, does that say 180K? Can you? Bro, I'm tired. This is the heal guy too, right, man? Oh my God. Hold up, brother. Oh, for Jesus Christ. And we still haven't found Gaia. All right, let's go through the motions. Yippee. Oh, is this the guy that ends a lot of runs? Oh, he finally got Gaia back. Whatever. We're not getting the card draw, but it's giving us, we have the morale buffs, right? We have 19 morale. Might as well deal as much damage with her as we can and get our damage buff. Oh. Sorry, I'm gonna like super focus to make sure I don't screw up my sequencing. Then if this guy is like truly the boss ender, like I want to make sure that I don't mess up like a key turn at all. Because now we want to try to find Bottomless Hunger to optimize the turn. Okay, so we're not going to get our decrease. Okay, I love how I literally just said that, but I think we could have actually fixed our hand that turn. Wait, why are we critting for 5K now? Why the hell am I randomly doing so much more damage? I know we got straight, right? But that doesn't seem right still. He takes more damage before he acts. Oh, is that what it is? No, he has weaken. Oh, increased damage taken before taking it. Okay, yeah. It's Roar's recoil. Thank you. There we go. I'm like, my damage is not adding up here. Okay, I guess that's also why he has more health. Well, 11 actions? Sure, man. Oh shit, Bottomless Hunger was in my hand. God dang it. Okay, nice. We got double zero cost out of that. Oh, okay. Veracity, predation, fire the entire everything at him. Bro, this guy takes a billion hours to do any type of actions. I'm surprised we're able to get all these cards through. Is that Mark? Wait, why does he randomly have Mark on? Oh, no, it's the Resonance. Damn, deals 192% extra damage. Ooh. Okay, oh, shit, that's a lot of damage. Okay, focus. Wrong card to go to zero, my guy. Okay, I think that was our last zero then. I mean, I guess it's still one. Oh, no, he's doing 10 actions. It's fine. This. Oh, damn it, there was one left. Did we discard a card? I missed it. Bad. Oh, yeah, bro, doing this after I've been up for like 16 hours, 18 hours, whatever the hell it's been at this point. God, this is... Thankfully, this is like an easier deck to play, all things considered, but... Whew, I'm surprised we got through all this chunky boy's health. Okay, we did get Bottomless Hunger. We got our Persona card looping. Okay, that actually like went perfect. Okay, we got the deck is empty alert, so now we can actually combo off the rest of our hand. Oh, all right. Good lord, man. What the hell is 180 K health plus the 20% heal? Oh. Oh, all right. Well, that was a hell of a beefy ass guy. Bro, that was only 130? What floor or sorry, 131 to 135. I forget it says right here. Oh god. What do you mean there's more stages after that? All right, well, there you go. Our full controller team made it to 136. Cool. Oh, I just realized the distortion effect. I totally didn't even consider this. Increases ego point recovery amount by 50%. Decrease heal amount of cards by 50%. Interesting. Yeah, so, or I guess if it says of, it says amount of cards, so I guess we are getting the full heal off Veracity, so I guess that's cool. I didn't even notice that our healing was nerfed, right? Because we have Source of Water is healing us. Cassius's triple 1 will heal us. Veracity is healing us. The Hunger Time has the double heal. So I mean, like, we're getting a lot of value out of it. Yeah, I'll probably just do like a fun video. Yeah, well, yes, and the Fortitude that will also help for every quest completion, right? because I'm pretty sure I have both conditions on him. I forget what the actual... Is it one fortitude, or how much is it? I told it, nope. Because we have his potential, which is this. Yeah. So we have the 1 fortitude. But we also have... Doesn't he have like a morale down? Yes. So we also have the morale reduction, right? So we're getting 40% reduced effectively every time we complete a quest. And we're completing, or I guess we're getting 20, we're doing it twice, which would mean 80%. We're getting overall 80% damage reduction, which is really great if it's a multi-hit boss. So we do have a lot of survivability baked in with this version of him. Which maybe if I'll remember, we're gonna try to check that later in the run, because I think that's the only other one that matters. Yeah, that's his ego skill. Oh yeah, and Cassius heals off of 111 and off of yeah, Cassius is healing a lot passively too. And then Joker, we deleted Joker in this build. And yeah, I probably should, you know, be getting him some more damage amount. Like, I don't even have this finished. You know, my bad. I don't have enough stamina for everything, man. And then technically I should have a second Nyx on Mika, or like whoever the other support is. But I just have the Gaia, the Nyx, and then that's kind of it. Oh yeah, because that's end of battle for her, whatever. And we're not creating exhaust cards. Yeah, so we're not able to get the crit either. Oh yeah, and quest completion, they changed to give like a 50% heal or whatever it is. So yeah, there is so much healing in this team. Oh no. Sorry. I just mean that I would run just for the turn 1 setup consistency. I would run double Nyx. It's also just like a, you know, fix our hand situation if something happens. So I just want to increase the likelihood that we see a Nyx on our first cycle of 3 partner and ego skills. And then Nyx also has the damage increase, right? Or sorry, my head's in the way. So Nyx also has this little bit of damage increase that we would want to include. Like, I'm just trying to think of like what other damage amps do we have, or like what other ways could we could further build this out. So again, if it clears 150, it clears 150, whatever. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, and I think that is everything. And like, if you have Narja, I guess, so sure. If you have Narja E2, right? The last thing to mention, if you have Narja E2, there's more likely that you're going to get your veracity stacks, which means you'll consistently do a little bit more damage each turn. But like, her E2 is kind of just whatever. Because most of the time, it is very cool, because you want to be able to stack predation, so it gives you veracity to deal more damage overall. But this E2 definitely just feels a little bit lackluster compared to some of the other ones that we've got. And yeah, like the extra defense-based damage. Actually, I guess so this would scale off morale, so I guess that's like kind of cool. And then inner memory. Yeah, like a lot of these are just like whatever, right? Narja is like just a very, very solid E0 character, man. And again, I love her design. I love our little boy, whose name I forget now. A non-maintenance patch. Okay, whatever. Cool. Well, that is gonna do it for this run. Again, at least we got quite a bit of testing and brewing and all that stuff done. So appreciate y'all hanging out here with us on a Thursday night. Hey, go drink your water. Again, sorry for missing the stream last night just due to trying to catch up on the week, plus Grand Blue Fantasy stuff. Tomorrow, I probably will try to work on the video instead of streaming, just because it's been a while since I've done a video, and YouTube algorithm hates you if you don't upload a video frequently enough. So we're going to try to work on that tomorrow night. And then Saturday, we'll be back with more CZN streaming, trying to figure out what deck we want to build next. So if you haven't already, make sure that hit that follow or hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest gotcha news and all the stuff that for the games that we cover. A lot more deck building fun like this to get into. But otherwise, hey, enjoy the rest of your week. If I miss you, thanks for stopping by the stream. And we hope to see you here next time for even more Chaos Zero Nightmare. So until next time, my friends, stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.